you, didn't I? Moms are tough.
Uh-oh. Looks like me and first mate Robo Courier made it made it out alive. It's not rigged. No, there's no rigging going on. Look, you were just ill prepared for this voyage is all. Should have trained up, come back again. You're with your robot bodies. Always roll a 20. No, not always. Not always. I do not always roll 20s, unfortunately. I very rarely roll 20s, actually. I'm not a 20 roller. How are you, everybody? Robot rolls 20s, even in Monopoly. Yes, absolutely. How you doing, Clax? How you doing, Venom? How are you? Hope your work is going okay. Clax, I hope your day is going all right. Kirby's Heist are so rigged, he rolls 20 on a d6. Maybe, possibly. I've been playing around with a baseball game because I kind of want to do this baseball. I want to do like a baseball. I want to do like a sports game, right? On stream. Ahana River, hello, how are you? I want to do a sports game on stream, and so I was playing around with this baseball manager thing today, and I ended up sports stream. I ended up making a team, Clax, called the London Spiders. and the baseball had little spider legs for the logo, and it made me think of you, Clax. The London Spiders. I don't know. Gotta get Waka, that ultimate weapon. Yeah, I know about Blitzball. I've just never played Final Fantasy X, so I don't know how that all works. But yeah, so I'm kind of excited for it. Like I did. just to see if I wanted to like return that baseball game. I played a little bit of it just to see what it was. I think people could dig it, but it's a lot of simulation. Like it's a lot of management stuff, but it's also management stuff that I like. Like for example, I can make a baseball team and then I can recruit like Babe Ruth from the past. I can bring him back from the past. I abandoned Kate for this. No, don't abandon Kate. Go back to Kate. Go back to Kate. Bilbo Fraggins, how are you doing? How are you? Welcome in. Yeah, so I was just telling him about the baseball game that I bought today. The baseball management game. And look, here's the thing. When I say I know about baseball, not all of them dead. Also, she got 4 wannabe famous pitches in a row, and I banned them all. Nice. Nice. For the baseball thing, like I know a little bit about baseball. Like when I was a kid, I played Little League, and I played a little bit of baseball in high school. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Baseball, I mean, like, I get most of it. Sorta. But there's some things that, like, I'm hazy about because I have not sported in forever, so. I think it'll be an interesting stream. Plus, the baseball, there was a hockey version of that same manager, of that same sports manager. But the hockey version is like $40, and the other thing was like 19, which was much better. I was like, I can spring for that. You forgot Michelle gave you bolts? I mean, waste all them like that. It'll be an interesting stream. Yes, and the thing is like I have to have some sort of. Okay, Honda River. This is what I was too expensive to participate. This is what I was baseball most. I get most of it, sorta. This is what I was trying to explain in chat earlier today in Etheria's chat, but I wasn't doing a very good job. When I play any kind of sports game, even if it's wrestling, and wrestling is very dramatic and like a soap opera, but even if it's wrestling, I can't get into like the real stuff, like real players. Real teams, like none of that does anything for me because I don't know any of the players, so I'm not going to look at a player and be like, oh, that's blah, 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 and he's got a 4,000 batting average or whatever.
I don't know.
Like that doesn't happen.
It's probably silly to be, whatever, super excited about it, but I am.
Yes, shout out for Cryptast for being part of Skynet.
Uh-huh.
Because Kirby has a map on the screen. Why did you come here just because I had a map?
Thank you so much. But yeah, that's... I don't know. Okay, alright.
Did you know that some mods and almost get paid in bolts for their work?
I think, yeah, it automatically turns them in if I remember right.
Kirby, I don't like real sports, just fake sports. Yeah, no, I like real... Okay, I don't like sports at all. But I dig it more if I can do something funny. Like, okay. Like, if I can bring Babe Ruth back from the past and I can put him in a modern team, that to me makes it's like good. I can do something with that. Like, if I can bring Wade Boggs back from the dead. Is Wade Boggs dead? I don't think Wade Boggs is dead. He probably is dead. But Poncho the Second, hello, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Poncho, how are you? Just chatting a little bit before we jump into Ivalice and I start playing some games. Are you just saying that because you've always Sunny? Yes, Yep, that's the only reason I'm saying it, because that's why I know Wade Boggs. It's Always Sunny. Red Dead, hello, how are you? Oh no, it wasn't a real quote. What? Yeah, I figured it out. Yeah, that's the whole reason I know Wade Boggs, is because It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. By the way, everybody, I'm sorry, you had a shout out earlier. Everybody check out Cryptastic, please. Amazing, she's super great, super amazing. She was playing a robot game today that I had to leave in the middle of. It actually looked really neat, and I need to look into that. It looks pretty cool. Maybe just something to play on my own. I don't stream yet. You beat that playthrough. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, the heart thing was... I don't know if I ever got a question. I don't know if I ever got an answer to that question about the hearts. But maybe you did give me an answer and I don't remember it. I was just curious, like, are the hearts permanent that you get when you scrap the gear and stuff? But when you do, you'll stream Null. Yes, please, everybody stream Null. Also, let's give Etheria a shout out, please. Etheria is another amazing streamer that everybody should check out. I was in her stream earlier today as well, and it is always a fun time. And I got to watch her freak out today.
Oh my god! Oh my god, it missed! It missed!
Kind of like that.
Oh my god!
Kind of like that happened. This old clip.
Okay, here we go. You're gonna see the best dance moves ever. Nice. Look at that. Oh, now what?
I'm surprised I'm not wearing
so
the
hot
same
on the
clothes.
dance floor that people are
Normally
gonna,
I
like,
am.
People are.
I should click people's names in
People are
chat
gonna
and follow
start
that through
making
the
a circle around
follow
us.
through
Look
that
at these
window. I know
people.
that'd be nice,
that
right?
Dude is literally wearing a gimp suit. Like, that is incredible.
Wait, Eggroll's not cursing in the bad word zone. Eggroll, you better start dropping some
Stop
curse
telling
words.
me that what my job is.
Start using some curse words in the.
Please stop. Oh, kill
I
me.
do nothing but watch. Don't follow me.
No.
Well, guess what, Poncho?
No,
I
is
usually
Earthgird
follow the
still
people
lost in that
who
corner
follow
of
me,
the-
so you're
Oh,
gonna
God.
get a follow from me
No
probably
way.
after this stream, or maybe tomorrow. So
Oh,
too bad.
I hate Earthgird.
But yeah, there's reverse psychology. Don't fall for it. Yeah, Eggroll, you better start cursing in the bad word zone. I made a thing on the Discord. I made a bad word zone where you can actually use bad words, and I used a few bad words. It's a rare occurrence, but I did it. And the thing is, you have to use a bad word in each of your posts, so you have to do it. It's only for 24 hours, and then it disappears. Getting Poncho to affiliate with no streams. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it tonight. This is it right here. Eggroll Buddy is an epic streamer. No matter what game he plays, he can rewind. Yep, Eggroll is a great streamer. Everybody go check Eggroll out in Etheria and Cryptastic. And Claxy Claxerton tried to avoid the shout out train, but he also gets one. And let me tell you something about Claxy Claxerton. Claxy Claxerton's a real stand up dude. And I never knew you played a Sonic game. Huh. Look at that. Oh, that animation is not good. Speedrunning the Chow Zone. How is there no auto command rigged? I don't know. That animation is amazing. Most of the commands, by the way, are going to go away when I switch over to Stream Elements. Just FYI, commands are about to get wiped out. I'm going to go through them and trim them up. So, if there's any commands I went through the commands the other day. There's so many old commands. Like, we have so many, like, old, like, just things that aren't relevant anymore. Why don't you change the Stream Elements? I am going to switch over slowly. I've started doing it already, moving all my quotes over and stuff. It's taken me a while because I'm lazy as heck, but switching over just because Streamlabs is doing getting into all that trouble with being plagiarism and stuff. I don't know. I don't want to be part of that. Plus I looked into Stream Element stuff and it's a little more slick, a little more streamlined, so I think I might switch over to that. So I am going to do it. I'm not putting all this work into it for nothing. Streamlabs or something. I'm using Streamlabs right now. No, I mean I'm using Streamlabs right now. Streamlabs OBS. Flobs. Followed all the streamers shouted out. Can't wait to hop in your streams. Oh, Theory, you're so sweet. These are all, I mean, look, these are all fantastic people that come by here and support me, although there's way better people they could be in their chat right now. I miss Karen, I know, but I don't yet, so. I paid for a year. I did too, Crip. I did too. And I kind of regret it. So that's why I'm taking my time with it, because I'm going to get my money's worth. They're using Streamlabs this entire time. Really? Nope. Been using Streamlabs. Can we go back and play more Bloodlines? I'm still not kind of over the buggy mess that the end of the game turned into. Let me know if you need help with overlays. Yeah, absolutely. A teacher can't support plagiarism. Yeah. I can be like, you know, who cares? Like, just take it. It was an adjustment for me too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to it for sure. It's a lot of different stuff. Even the coding for the commands is different. It's ridiculous. The mods are rad crew, by the way. All the mods, you are all the literal best. You are. Absolutely. My mods are amazing. They're so great. They're such great people. And I'm not just saying that because there's more of them than there are me. And if they realize that, they could probably take over. I'm not just saying it because of that. Like, I can't really dove too deep into stream stuff, so it was easy for me to move over. Yeah. See, there's already 160 something quotes. So I have to go through all of those one by one and copy those over. And I'll be honest with you, I get bogged down. I tried to do a couple of them the other day, and I got bogged down and started editing them for grammar, and I was like, nope. I know what's happening. I see what's happening. I started like fixing the grammar on the quotes because it was bothering me. Yeah. You're only saying nice things. Wait, what? You're only saying nice things about the mods while we're here, and then you pay them while some of them are gone. Oh my gosh. Oh, Golubus! Look, there's another streamer we gotta give a shout out to real quick. Golubus. Na Golubus. Hey, playing Kingdom Hearts. Oh, that's a Crystal Hearts. That's not even what that game's called. Good old Crystal Hearts. Claxy world premiere? Yeah. The world premiere of Claxy Claxerton. We're gonna fix this. Because for some reason... There we go. There's my Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age. Playing Christmas Hearts. What a classic. Yep, good old Christmas Hearts. Good old Christmas Hearts. Well, how are you doing, Gold? I mean, not like I didn't talk to you like earlier, but par with Noel. I love Noel though. Oh, I remember what I said I was gonna do. I said I was gonna do hunts this time. I was gonna go finish up all of our hunts. And then tomorrow we were going to do story stuff. Okay, tonight is about cleaning up the hunts and stuff. We're going to hunt everything. We're going to kill all the creatures. We're going to level up and we're going to fill our job stuff out. So it's going to be a lot of chatting in here tonight. Because I'm going to be doing a lot of really boring stuff. Hey everybody, get ready for my boring stream. What a sales tactic. Hey everybody, get ready because I'm going to do a bunch of really monotonous, boring stuff on stream tonight. It's going to be awesome. This is a family-friendly stream? Wait, what did I say? What? Means like world's first, not like world's best. is a killer. He's gonna hunt everything. I am gonna kill it all. Black Rose! Black Rose. Wait, I have something I need to do. I need to do something really quick. And it's something I've been meaning to do. And I'm gonna do it right now. And you can't stop me, so don't try. Not that you know what I'm gonna do, but I am gonna do something. And I'm not gonna tell you. But then I'm gonna see if anybody notices. Hang on. I'm not being very sneaky about any of this. There we go. Perfect. Perfecto. Okay, awesome. I think there's some more people too that I need to do this for, but I don't know. Hey, Monk, how are you? Monotonous stuff on stream settles in for 4+ hours. Black Rose. How are you doing, Black Rose? I learned people like to chill to monotonous stuff. I think that's the case. Look for the Black Rose sword. Yeah, I think there is a place for monotony. I think there is a place for monotony. I think that there is absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with that. There is a place for monotony. And also, you know what else I've noticed? I've noticed people really like a couple things. They like somewhat monotonous stuff sometimes. But they also like big game moments. They don't technically like the stuff in between. They like the big, like, hey, we're going to beat the game tonight. Hey, we're going to do this super boss fight. Hey, we're going to do this thing. They tend to like that stuff more. Monotony is not bad. No, monotony is not bad. It's not bad. I'm okay. How are you doing? Black Rose, look next to your name. Look next to your name, Black Rose. I need to change those symbols. Those MVP symbols have got to change. Can we change VIP symbols? Can we do that? I'm doing okay. Consider learning I have COVID today. Yeah, that stinks. I'm sorry to hear that, Crip. I'm just glad you're asymptomatic. That's what I'm glad about. Because I just don't want you to ever have to feel the way I did. Because it sucked. Okay, consider learn have COVID. I'm doing good. Can't wait till you evolve into full mod in 4 to 6 weeks. Exactly like shiny hunting in Pokemon. I don't mind if it takes 10 hours. I just want to see the shiny captured. Yeah. No, like next to your name. Like Black Rose. Like next to the 2 little bolts that you have. You make a 3-month badge. I can't believe I've been an affiliate for a full month already. Yeah, you're doing great. You are averaging some real good numbers for just that month of affiliate. That's real good. Like that's fantastic. And you have really fun streams too. You ever seen a shiny in the wild? Are you doing 14 tomorrow? I'm not doing 14 tomorrow. I'm doing 14 at 2 or 3 o'clock this morning. Like in the morning. And maybe I'll go to bed early and just wake up early. I don't know. I see the VIP badge. Yeah, that's what you got, Black Rose. Okay, I'm sorry if that wasn't... I'm sorry if the VIP badge is not that exciting. I just saw... I was like, you know what? I need to give you a VIP badge. No school tomorrow? Whoa. No, I took off 4 days of work to play a video game because I'm an adult. Just technically tomorrow, yeah. Consider pulling an all-nighter. I gotta go to bed, though. I'll see you later. Have a good night. All right, I'll see you in Eorzea. Geez, way to adult. Yeah, I know. Did you give them your Yoshi P? No, but I can. I'm confused. Black Rose, I just made you a VIP. I don't actually know. What does VIP do? It does something. It does something. It's definitely a thing that is good. I gave you VIP status. I don't know. I just thought you would like that because you're in here all the time. You're so supportive and stuff. That's the only reason I did it. I'm sorry. I don't mean to confuse you. I screwed up earlier while talking to HR about contact tracing. They asked how I'm feeling. I said I was asymptomatic, and they were like, if that changes, let us know. We have COVID leave specifically for this. Oh, no. You're welcome. You can now post links to sketchy websites without repercussions. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think VIPs can. So cough, cough. So you still have to work? Yeah, I think you can post links. Also, Clax. And for some reason, the others aren't showing. Why are the others not showing? Hold on. I just did more. I just did more of them, but I don't know where they're at. Where are my other VIPs at? I'm choosing right now during a stream to do this, just FYI. Because I feel like that's the way to do it, you know? Yeah, the other ones aren't doing anything. Weird. Anyway. You are special. I'm special. Give me all your money. Yeah, give me all your money. I mean, no, don't quit trying to take money from people. All right, let's go do. Okay, what do we want to do first? Do we want to level up some job points, which is basically me fighting through the tower and just getting job points, grinding job points, or do we want to go on a hunt? I don't know what I've got to hunt. I've got to check what we've got. In my clan primer here, let's go to the hunts. What do we have to do? We've got a scream from the sky. We've got the dead ought sleep forever. A ring in the rain. So a scream from the sky is in... Where's this at? This is near the tomb of Wraithwall. This is going to be a real booty to get to, just FYI. Gonna be a real butt. And I don't know of any close teleports either, which is the other bad thing. Like, I don't know how to actually get to this area. It's been too long. And what we need is we need a teleport crystal anyway. Which, is that even a thing around here? Like, or do I have to take this back to Robonostra? How have I played this game this long and I still don't know what I'm doing? I just want to go in a private cabin. Like, I don't want to run around the flight. Oh, man. I'm out of coffee. Harumph. Harumph is what I say. There is a teleport crystal down here. Somewhere. How do I escape this place? Where is the exit? Okay. Theory, I really want to play this game, but haven't gotten around to it yet. I heard you had your deck of many things, and I heard that you had a Kupo redeem. So do you play much Final Fantasy, or have you played much Final Fantasy, and what have you played and stuff? Drinking coffee this time of night? Yeah, Black Rose. I hate myself, I guess. I just love staying up all night and ruining my sleep schedule. I had to because I was exhausted and I couldn't stream without it. Yeah, you love Final Fantasy. What have you played? What do you play? I'm gonna literally have a heart attack if you tell me that you play Final Fantasy 14. By the way, I will let. Ah! No, I'm kidding. I'm not actually dying. 2-7. Oh yes, Tuffy's right. Hasn't played 6. I'm gonna need you to play 6. I'm gonna need you to play 6, and I'm gonna need to watch that because I need you to play the best Final Fantasy. Heard it's amazing. Well, when the Pixel Remasters comes out, you will not have an excuse, and I will badger you daily until you do it. All right, our hunt target is somewhere. What? Okay, it's not the Wester Sand. It's got to be over here. It's got to be the Nam Yensa Sand Sea, right? Oh, I don't know, man. Kind of pizza? Wait, pizza? Who's eating pizza? Ooh, I'm gonna make some espresso while I wait for my pizza to get delivered. Ooh, yeah, what kind of pizza? Exactly, that's what I'm waiting for. The Pixel. Oh my god, yes! I can't wait. When you play 10, I'll play 6 on stream too. Oh, that would be awesome. Yes, I'll play your favorite Final Fantasy, you play mine. That I would love that. I would love that. Because then, like, I can live vicariously through you. I love watching people play Final Fantasy VI, but I myself have not played Final Fantasy VI in a long time. Watched Pando play it last time, Pando-ish. And let's see. I think that may be it. I think that's the last person I watched play 6. I don't know. Come on, ladies. Let's get this done. I'm going the wrong way. Did I go the wrong way? From, like, the start? I think I did. I could not find my way out of literally anything. I'm so lost, like, all the time. Wait, which is the best one? What's all this now? Here. I'll play Final Fantasy 365 and 2 and a third. What? Ten is so great. I haven't played 10 yet, Ethereum. I'm working through it. This is part of my Final Fantasy Friday stuff, where I'm playing games that were Final Fantasy games I haven't played, and that's why we're playing through 12 right now. Played through it a few years ago, beat it in one sitting. Woo! Okay, Crooked Crest. I remember you talking about Crooked Crest before. Oh yeah, and then your pepper pizza. That's the best one. Don't let you tell it otherwise. It's Cryptastic's favorite one too. Is 10, and she has been pushing me to play that one. So who knows what we'll end up playing next because we're gonna vote on it. So we got another Claxy over here. What? But this game, so that sounds like fun. Yeah, it's I just love any Final Fantasy unless it's the first one. I'm not a fan of the first one. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a fan of how the magic system works in the first game. All right. I don't like it. I also kind of don't like the second one. Third one's okay. I enjoyed the DS remake of the third one more than I do the original third one. I know that's a controversial opinion, but I don't know. When the Pixel Remaster comes out, I don't know, but I think it's soonish. Been in multiple times before that. Supposed to this month, if not. So yeah, that's awesome. Yes, this month. That's so soon. Is there a reason we didn't go this way before? The new magic system or the old? No, I don't like the old magic system. The one where you could use magic once and then it went away. I didn't like that one. Look, we saved you all. The rotten eater has fallen. What? Is that what I had to do? What does that mean? What did I just do? Did I just... Wait. What? Hold on. Was that a hunt that I just did? No. I'm confused. The soundtrack is Star Wars as hell. I know, isn't it? It's so good. It's Tatooine, and it's called the Sand Sea. Look at it. It's so freaking Star Wars. I love it so much, y'all. You don't even know I love it so much. It's mixing two of my favorite things together, and I love it. Yeah, you can just hear it. You got your these are the sand people, like these are the Tusken Raiders over here. Little sand people running around. Like this part is basically just Tatooine. It's great. Robin Nostra is basically Mos Eisley. Middle of a desert. Change it back to the MP point system. Yeah, X times per tier. Thought we were change it back to the MP point system. I don't know. I like MP points. I don't know. That's just my personal take on it. We're supposed to save that thing from those poachers. Oh yeah, I was probably supposed to do that, wasn't I? And I killed it instead. I don't remember. Yeah, this is literally just Tatooine. Yep, exactly. The moment they took the reins from Naboo, the musical gates open. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Nobuo Uematsu with a burning passion, but it's refreshing to hear different styles of music allowed in Final Fantasy games later years. Who did the soundtrack to this game? Does anybody know? Can anybody look it up? Like, who did this? Who did the Star Wars soundtrack? Aww, he's so cute, and I murdered him. Serves you right, man. What are these little things? They're like ice cream cones on their head. What are they? Ooh. Wait, who's attacking me? Oh. Look, a lot of people are like, oh, it's just Star Wars, this is just Star Wars Final Fantasy Edition, but I fail to see the problem with that. Like, that is the opposite of a problem for me, honestly. Programmed by Hitoshi Sakamoto. Additional music was provided by Masahiro Iwata and Hayato Matsuo. That's cool. I love the soundtrack to this game. I might. Oh, I've already mentioned it once, but the Chocobo thing. Wait, can we get on this Chocobo over here? Because if we can, I want you to. If you've never played this game, or if you haven't done it in a while, let me see. Okay, if I had Gashal greens, I don't have any greens, but I would like for everybody to hear the Chocobo theme to this game because I think it may be my favorite one. I think it's probably my favorite Chocobo theme. Which, I mean, it's the Chocobo theme. It's not, like, super complex. But I just really like it. I don't know. You know? Ooh, what's going on in here? Aha. 36 gil in that giant bucket that somebody left in the middle of the Star Wars desert. Chocobo. Is the game 2 speed or is this normal speed? You can switch. This is the Zodiac edition. And I greatly, Etheria, if you decide to play this game, I greatly recommend this edition. This is the normal speed right here. But this allows you to speed it up. And oh my gosh, it's so much more enjoyable when you can speed up some of the slow stuff. There are times when I'm running around town and stuff, I turn it back to the normal speed, But when I'm doing stuff like this, it's just sometimes there's a lot of like open space and running. It's almost like an MMO, like a single player MMO sometimes. And so it can get kind of boring just running across these big, vast, empty areas that nothing's happening in. So the 2x speed thing is real good. So otherwise we've got this. You know what I mean? You can see how this gets old. Just run. Doesn't leave much imagination. No, Fran does not. No. No, the Viera are have an interesting, shall we say, costume choice. I'll never understand. I mean, I do understand. Like, I know why they chose that. I don't necessarily agree with why they did that. Feel like the bunny ladies should have some clothes on. Not to be like, you know, like, oh, she needs to cover herself up. Like, not that, but just like, I don't know. She's just being used to get like young male gamers to buy this game, and I kind of hate that. But I like having her in my party. I wish I could change their clothes in this game. It'd be great. I like Vaughn's though. I like Vaughn's outfit. Also, I was having a conversation with Baku last night, and Baku does not like this game, and Baku said Vaughn sucked. And I was like, you know what? I like Vaughn. I think Vaughn's all right. Vaughn being this main character here. I like him pretty good. Like, I don't know. He's the player stand-in. You know what I mean? Of course, you're discovering everything as he's discovering it. He's just a kid who lives in the desert who had a dream about going to space. I mean, yes. Yeah. I got you. Pretty slow on normal. Imagine it's a godsend with grinding. Yes. Wish I had that in other. Wish I had that in other Final Fantasies. Yeah, so the Pixel remasters apparently have that. They have the speed up option in battles and stuff. They have auto battle too. And gross bunny feet. Yeah, it's not warrior attire. I mean, look at her cool katana she's got. Did I show everybody her katana? Her katana's sweet. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see her katana. It's pretty good. Vaughn of Dalmasca. There's either a sizable majority or a loud minority that does not like Vaughn. Yeah, I think that's true. His version of space, yeah. The wider world, we should say. It's a big pigeon. Yeah, it is. You have a clip of it somewhere? I clipped it last time. I'm not clipping it again. Family-friendly katana. It is. It's such a... It is. I'm just showing off the weaponry. You know? Family-friendly. Actually, they treat these things a lot like chickens. It's very interesting. Like, they eat them. Apparently, they make comments that they eat these things. These big, giant... things. It's weird. I'm single-handedly genociding all these people in the Esther Sand. And I feel like we shouldn't be doing it. But they're giving me XP, so I don't know. Kind of conflicted. Behind her hair, I was about to be like, Kirby, don't you talk about people ogling her and then do it yourself. I don't mind Vaughn. Thank you, Black Rose. I'm glad that... Wait, you don't mind him? Or not that you don't dislike him, but you don't like him either. You just don't mind him. I like him. Also, I want to point this out too. And I don't know who this person was. And it's Baku's chat. So I didn't want to like start a kerfuffle in there. But somebody said Somebody made the comment that the faces, the facial animations, and the facial art in these games was bad. And I'm gonna tell you right now that this right here is some of the best art in Final Fantasy. It's really good. Like, it's really good. It has the same sort of art style that Final Fantasy Tactics has and that Vagrant Story has. And if you go look at the Vagrant Story art, go look at the front of the PlayStation disc or the box of the PlayStation Vagrant Story. And this is the way they do the faces and stuff is almost the exact same way as this. That's because Vagrant Story is a part of the Final Fantasy Ivalice stuff, and so is Final Fantasy Tactics, and this is all part of the same world. So that's my defense of, you know, I mean, you like lightning too. I do like lightning. Why are you challenging my love of lightning? Very, very on brand. Now that's a big pigeon. Yes. Oh, he's not here. He plays this role. He's not bad. He's young kid, and that's how he comes off. Yeah, exactly. He comes off as a young kid, and I'm digging the Aladdin thing he's got going. Like, I'm just, is this guy Titus or he wishes? Lightning is the best. What? Lightning is good. See, thank you, Ethereum. I like lightning. I did not like Final Fantasy 13, but I liked lightning. I wish they had taken the cast Sans Snow of Final Fantasy 13 and put them in an entirely different, better Final Fantasy game. That's kind of what I wish that they had done. And actually written good stories for them all. Basically, you know, just take the stuff I like and put it and keep it. I know exactly who you're talking about, and I can't help but laugh. Look, Eggroll, you were in there, so I know you know what I'm talking about. I just didn't say anything because I was like, ugh, I'm not gonna. And it's the same like, there was another person who was talking about, like, public schools and stuff, and I almost started a thing there, and I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this in somebody else's stream and, like, cause a big argument and stuff. That's not gonna happen. If someone took a fish and used a magic spell to turn them into a person, this is what I imagine it would look like. Wait, what? What's that mean? Arabian nights like Arabian days are hotter than hot. Wait, no. More often than not, are hotter than hot in a lot of good ways. Oh, we did it! Bum, 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 bum. I don't think that song beat translated, but you get what I'm going for. If anybody did anybody watch the Aladdin cartoon that was on for a while? That was the theme. But I mean, I know it was also in the movie Aladdin, but they used it as the theme, and it was very good. I was not a Lightning fan for some time. I mean, I still don't think that she had a very good character. Like, I mean, not like. I think they could have done a better job with some of the writing in Final Fantasy 13. And I know there's a lot of people that disagree with me. I get it. I understand that. People love 13. I didn't. I thought it was a shabbily put together Final Fantasy game. I think it could have been a lot better. I think I would have been less critical of it had it not been a mainline Final Fantasy game. I would have been like, oh, okay, that was all right. Probably wouldn't have cared. It's just like I criticize 11 and 14 being mainline games. They shouldn't be either. I'm super biased because Final Fantasy was my first, but it's my favorite. Yeah, okay, so Etheria, I played 13 on stream, and it did not go well. You might say. Saw some of the show, but don't remember a lot of it. Yeah, well, same. I don't remember. I remember that theme. That's what I remember. I don't like Lightning until like the very end, but she's a difficult character to digest. I get it. Like, I understood her from the beginning. She had these little things that, like, I could relate to. You know what I mean? She's got the whole disillusioned soldier thing going on. I can relate to that. You know? So, like, when characters are like that, I get it. I gotta say, watching the scenes in Final Fantasy 13 in Japanese made it a lot more digestible, especially as Lightning's character. Snow is the one I couldn't stand. It was the snow, and it was the pair-ups, and it was the confusing story. Like, I didn't like it. I just didn't like the whole... There's just so much stuff about it that was kind of goopy. I don't know. Yes, yeah, and that's exactly what I said when we played 13. Eggroll was everybody's favorite Final Fantasy is the one they played first, usually. Like Final Fantasy 6 is my favorite Final Fantasy. It's the one I played first, so like makes sense, you know. And 10 was Crip's first, and I think 10 is Crip's favorite. So, hold on, we're teleporting. We're not. We gotta figure out where we gotta take this quest to. Unfortunately, all these quests are in like different. I don't like the fact that you have to take these. Did we killed it, right? Wyvern Lord defeated. Report to Cheryl at the Weaponsmith in Rabanastre. Oh, that's easy. We can do that. Where are we going? We're going to teleport to Rabanastre. Snow is a disaster in English, but in Japanese, I get what they were going for. Well, we played it in English. I still can't get over that Hope is played by Phineas of Phineas and Ferb fame. Oh, yeah, we talked about that last time. I remember this conversation. X is Fave, yes. All right, well, nobody show a theory of the clip where I talk about throwing, like, make fun of Hope and his dead mom. No, nobody show that clip. But we do have this as a leftover from Final Fantasy 13, if I can get it to pull up.
Hello.
Hey! Just heard a sticker. Somebody did a sticker. We do have this.
I told you, didn't I? Moms are tough.
How you doing, Star? How are you feeling? I hope you're feeling good. It said the Weaponsmith, right? Which I think is over here, yeah. And you better hope you don't take a break because you know it'll show up. Yeah, it probably will show up. I'm here! Same bad, same bad. Aw. Michelle, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Wait, what? What have I got to do?
I'm being tortured here. Ah!
This is not what I meant to do. Clan primer.
Oh, is that the one?
Hunt. Wyvern Lord defeated. Report to Cheryl at the Weaponsmith. It's not the Weaponsmith. It's at the Weaponsmith. Who's Cheryl? Are you Cheryl? Are you Cheryl? Are you Cheryl? Yep, that's Cheryl right here. Slain the Wyvern Lord, have you? You've done Rabanastre a great service, boy. After you'd set out, I thought I might have been overacting. Just a touch after all, but there's naught to be gained from doubting now, is there? You've done a man's job. Here's your bounty. Take it with my thanks. Thank you. We got 1,000 gil. We got an elfin bow and a shield shell. Shield. Not a shield shell. That's stupid. Star's headache. Yeah, shoot it. Shoot it. Shoot in the head. That's not, and that wouldn't have been appropriate. Of course, Eggroll does a shout out. You deserve a shout out. Star Neko. Star Neko is also another streamer who is she also gets buck wild in other people's streams. Now she gets buck wild all the time. Who am I joking? Who am I kidding? Oh, we heisting? We heisting? Hang on. I gotta get in the heist. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna heist. I'm doing a big one. I'm doing a big heist. I'm due. Oh boy. Oh yeah. That's right. I did 90. Go big or go home, baby. I'm doing 90K. Watch me die now and lose all that money. All right, we have, what's our clan primer say? What's our next hunt? Our next hunt is Ring in the Rain, which is Sedine in the Giza Plains. How do you get to Giza Plains? Can we get to Giza Plains? Yes, Giza Plains is like right over here. So we're just gonna leave here. Wait! You can hear the Chocobo theme. I'm gonna let everybody listen to the Chocobo theme. If you go for a Chocobo ride, just remember not to let yourself get carried away. Can't ride forever. Be careful or you'll end up walking home. And don't forget that a Chocobo can't just sprint all the live long day. Gotta pace the poor things. Do right by a Chocobo. It'll do right by you. Oh, there's a Viera. Oh, that's cool. They're starting to show up now. She has clothes on. Good day. I have only just arrived in Robber Nostra. My first visit to the city. My heart yearned to find a soulmate, and so I set about traveling to distant towns, but whoever I thought I might meet, I have not. If you will excuse me, I must soon be off. I will see to the restocking of my provisions before deciding what I shall do next. Oh. That's weird. Why did we get a cutscene for her? Oh, I bet we have to meet her in like a bunch of different places. I bet that's what we gotta do. Oh my gosh, I made it. And look at all the money I just got. Rigged. Okay, all right. So here we go. I got something for her. All right, here we go. We're going to do we have there's Stars Pay. And then here is Egg Roll Buddies Pay. Are you serious right now? Quit telling me to chill. I lost Egg Roll's points and now I feel horrible. Don't feel horrible. Egg Roll's fine. Egg Roll's fine. I'm trying to give you points, but it's like not letting me. All right, there's your, it won't let me do it. He is totally fine. Yeah. Oh no, Tuffy. Wait, did she survive? Who survived? I don't even know. Yeah, Etheria, you survived. You made it. We all, it was you, me, and Tuffymon. We made it. We lived. We did not get eaten by the rust monster, which is good. Yeah, you survived too, Tuff. What the heck? Clax didn't make it. No. Clax did not make it. All right, hang on. I gotta give Egg Roll. I'm gonna try this one more time. Egg Roll. All right, there's your pay, Egg Roll. I'm supposed to make it out with 2,000 points. I have no idea how this works. I also don't know how it works, and it's in my stream. So I just know that we do it from time to time. Where's additional? You paid Star? Don't. Star was in here that night. She was here. She was at work. Do you understand? He gave her more muns. What are you talking about? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. And then I got to give Cryptastic 10K. Why is there a cooldown on the give command? Why is that a thing? Why 3 minutes, enjoy a break? Okay. I will do that. As soon as I pay Cryptastic. There we go. I'm so happy that failed. There you go. There's your pay. I don't know what other mods are in here. Oh my gosh, I have so many mods in here right now. Star, egg roll. Oh, no, I don't. Never mind. There we go. I paid you all. How many points do I have left? Can you give that Chocobo points? I'm going to get on that Chocobo when I come back from this 3-minute break. All right, so Tuffymon has redeemed to give me a 3-minute break here, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to play an ad when I do it. So if you're not subbed, you're going to get an ad, but we have a thing for that. So I'll be right back. Actually, I need to get water anyway and probably need to use the restroom before we do the rest of these hunts and stuff. But I want to show you all the Chocobo theme. So enjoy the clips until I get back. I'll tell you what I will do. Here we go. Let's put a, oopsie doodle. Let's put a timer up so that you all know. God, what have I done? There we go. There we go. I'll put a timer up for you. Okay, I'll be back in just a bit. We're coming back from break. Riding a bird. Wow. Oh, that's a family-friendly. Wow. Anyway, bye. I have to back the mic up. It's going to be... Sarah! Yeah.
Whoa, that's not happened to me before.
That's about it. I think that's about all we're going to do. Embarrass myself for tonight. Hopefully that was worth your points there. I've been thinking, it'd be good to force myself to practice. Is maybe over the summer. He doesn't pay his mods. That's right, I don't. I'm like the Jeff Bezos of this. I'm going to abuse you until you try to form a union.
There it is. Here's a drawing that I'm gonna make for you. Here it is, here it is. This is what's gonna happen to all of you. Here it is, here it is. Here's what's happening outside your door. Here's what's happening. Boop, 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 boop. You'll never survive. So you best listen to me. Yeah, you can't beat me. I'm gonna take your planet for my own. There you go. I made a drawing for you all.
I don't know what you mean. This is a family-friendly stream. Yes, it is a family-friendly stream. That is why I can't zoom in on this right here. Can't. This is a family-friendly stream, folks. There. I'm disappointed in you all. You're such a naughty boy. Yeah, I know. And then we'll reconvene and do this again.
Okay.
I mean, if we only had like a rewind setting or something where we can just like rewind back. And,
I'm leaving this call.
Oh, it just came out of nowhere, and that's what made it so good. I'm basically worthless, so you know what I mean. You assume. Yeah, do you know what I mean? All right, I came back just in time for that. So, hello. Hope you enjoyed your clip salad, because that's just the waiting for the Halloween clip. Oh, wait, what Halloween clip? I do. All right, yeah. 500 gil. Sounds fair. Yeah, sure. Okay, here we go. Chocobo theme, y'all. I gotta figure out how to raise it. I love it. Look at this chocobo. It's so regal looking. Here's the only bad thing about riding on the chocobo. Number one, I can't get the experience or the job points in these animals. Number two, I can't collect any of the stuff. So I basically just paid 500 gil so I could get off this chocobo. I think you can get back on him though once you get off. Nope. All right, never mind. I want the job points. That's the reason I'm doing this.
Yeah.
That is a cool chocobo. I love it. 3 a.m. Gonna go lay down. All right. Good luck with finding out your zodiac sign or whatever. No problem. You are welcome. It's a banger for sure. Yes, I know. I love it. I just love that it's very fantasied up in this game. I don't know how else to say it. We need to figure out where we're going because I don't know. A ring in the rain. Have we saw a bill posted for the hunting of crocodile. Okay, we have to go find this guy and he is, oh, he's like so close. Look at that. He's so close. We just have to go down here and then got that for all. He jumped out and spooked me. Who do we have to talk to again? Clan primer. We have to talk to Sadine. Are you Sadine? Oh, there he is. The ring, the precious ring, gone, eaten by the crocodile. Slay it for me. All right. The ring, her ring. Find it, bring it here. The creature, near a bridge. Near a bridge. The hunt begins. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, did we just get regen? Like the spell regen? What? Hold on a second. Did we really just get regen? Here, squeeze me? Hold on. Hold the phone. We did! We just picked up regen. Holy crabs. Have a good night, Clax. I cannot believe this entire time in this game I've gone without regen. What the actual heck? What have I even been doing with my life? How did I miss that the first time? Did I even come over here? I don't even know. I don't know. Etheria, be right back. Yeah, no problem, Etheria. You take it easy. You had a long stream today. We've got... Alright, let me look at my clan primer here again. The crocodile swallowed a ring, which is very important to him. The crocodiles will be found near a bridge in the Giza Plains. That seems pretty simple. Oh, this is easy. Okay, we gotta go left. We gotta go over here. And then down. We gotta go this way. And then we have to loop all the way around. I love its music too. Sorry, I can't just leave the enemies to do whatever they want around here. It's not how that works. Yeah, shoot it, Finello. More like Gunello. Because she has a gun now. BRB. No problem, y'all. Take her easy. Take her easy. Is this the guy? This is not the crocodile, no. That's not him. He's down there. I mean, we're getting a lot of job points just doing these hunts. Pretty good, if I'm being honest. Pretty good. I still think it's kind of cool that you can come here and depending on the weather, the map changes. I think that's kind of neat. Okay, I think he's somewhere around here. Maybe he's near a bridge. This one? It's a crocodile. Oh, yeah, that's him. He's dead, though. That was very easy. The Ring of the Toad. Oh, that's cool. Now, here's the question. Here's a question for you. The Ring of the Toad. Does it do anything? Can we equip it? Or is it not an equipable item? Let's find out. Nope. Not equipable. Okay, good. I thought maybe we would have... There is one time I was looking up the guide to find a specific monster for the side quest. It depends on the rain and stuff. That was tough. Yeah, the rain thing throws me. I don't know how to tell, like, when it's going to be rainy and stuff. Like, I don't know... How do I know that? And how do I... get it to change? I don't know. Like, if I need it to not be rainy, is there any way to do that? Other than just, like, leave and come back some other time? Because that seems like it would get incredibly annoying. I think Giza Plains music too. For some reason, I don't know why. It's not that great. Like, it's not anything mind-blowing, but something about it I like. Seems like a pretty cool battle theme. I mean, I know it's not a battle theme, but kind of. Oh, got us the Toady Toads. Prince's Kiss, which is good. Alright, let's go talk to Saheen, or whatever his name is, and let's get his take on this ring. That's the ring. At long last it's found. The crocodile? You defeated it. I did defeat it. Thank you for... Ooh, a teleport stone. Nice. Please, I beg you. The ring of the toad. Take it to my beloved. Go. I grow weak. So cold. So cold. You're not... What? You look fine. She waits. She still waits. She should be here. Close. I feel her. What? What is he talking about? What do you mean that she's here? What does that mean? What does that mean, Saheen, Sadine, whatever your name is? What? Withered tree. Strike the tree? What did that do? Tree are slowly in the southeast. What? What did we just do? Okay, it's going to the southeast, it said. Okay, so it's floating which direction? If I'm facing the direction it's floating, where is it going? It looks like it's going... It looks like I need to go up and over. You still need to dress up as friend one of these days. Vaughn would be an acceptable substitute. I like Vaughn, although I can't do his hair. I mean, I guess I could do his hair. I could do a wig. I still have the wig from... oh, gosh. I still have the wig from Snow, so, I mean, I can always use that and then just dress it up. I feel like I need a better wig for that, though. Okay, I'm real curious with this tree now. What did we just do? And it said that it was at the southeast, so I'm feeling like if we walk around here... Wait, is this tree also... Can we cut this one down too? What? What is with these trees? What are we doing? Slowly to the south. I'm so confused. What is this? What is this? What is this? Uh-oh, elemental. I don't like that, but let's kill it anyway. Can we kill it finally? No, yeah, we can. We can kill it. We can finally kill the elementals. Freaking about time, let me tell you. Okay, so that tree that we cut down should have floated somewhere over here. I don't see it. Because this is the water source that's over here. Oh, this is like a lake. Never mind. I thought it was connected to a bigger water source. What is happening? Bone Chalk Broadcast. Hello. I mean, 1 second. We're gonna... Yeah, let's get Bone Chalk a shout out. Woo! Let me pause this so I can give you guys a proper welcome.
Cool.
Hello, Raiders. How are you doing? I'm Over Emotional Robot.
You live up to it. You need peace of mind. I will meditate with you.
Welcome in, Raiders. Bone Chalk, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. We're just playing some Final Fantasy 12. How are you? How are you doing? Welcome in, folks, from Bone Chalk's raid. How are you all doing? What were you playing? You were playing Crystallis. Okay, so I love Crystallis, actually. I love that game. It's very cool. And I think more people should play it. We are talking about the NES Crystallis, right? Like, that's the one we're talking about? You can never beat Eggroll in Shoutout. Eggroll's fast. Eggroll's super fast. What map is this? This is the map of Ivalice from Final Fantasy Tactics and Final Fantasy 12 and Final Fantasy Tactics Advance and Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2 and Vagrant Story. Banjo Mateo, do you play the banjo? Just out of curiosity. Very well, thanks. Final Fantasy 12 at 4 times speed, no less. Love this version. I know it's good. Well, we're doing hunts. We're doing hunts right now. We're just hunting some stuff. Today is my Final Fantasy Friday on a Thursday. We're just kind of playing 7s or 12 so that we can get ahead. And then tomorrow we're going to be doing story stuff. But yeah. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Over Emotional Robot. We play a lot of different kinds of games here. A lot of Final Fantasy. A lot of RPGs in general. But I do play a lot of different varieties of games. Yeah, I hope you enjoy what you see. I hope you enjoy some of the stuff we do. No banjo playing, but a big fan of Banjo-Kazooie. Well, I don't know if you know this about me, Banjo Mateo, but your boy, Over Emotional Robot, actually plays the banjo. So... Anytime I see the word banjo, I'm like, hey, look, it's a thing that I know. So, welcome in. How are you doing? I just thought that was interesting name that you had there. I'm always looking for fellow banjo players because I don't play very well. So I'm like, please somebody help me. Please somebody help me learn to play better. So I'm always like, do you play the banjo? I tried to learn how to play the oh my gosh. We just got got double raid. It's a double raid. I don't know how to process all this. Bone Chalk just came in. Now we got Lady Bear. There's so much raiding happening. Maidenhead, how are you? Look at that. We have so many people in the stream right now that are just amazing streamers. Bone Chalk broadcast. We've got Lady Bear. We've got the Maidenhead.
Not this guy.
We got Etheria. We've got all the hits. We got all the hits and more.
Not another one of these.
It is a
Please,
double
God,
raid.
No. Please, no.
You're popular guy
Oh,
tonight.
God,
I'm a popular guy
no,
all the time.
please.
I'm not though. I'm great. How are you? I am good, Maidenhead. I am awesome. I saw you in.
Right in the balls. Hit him in the balls.
Was it Etheria's stream today? I don't remember.
This guy creates new
I saw you somewhere else today. I don't remember where.
So there's nothing you can do except throw grenades at him and hope for the best.
Hi everyone. Hey Michelle. By the way, if you've never watched Lady Bear
fuck you,
play
bitch.
a Mass Effect game, it's very entertaining, and she curses a lot. So I'm guessing that when Lady Bear and I play It Takes Two, Monday and Tuesday night, I'm gonna have to turn this off of family friendly. So, well, everybody welcome in. We just got 2 raids, Kate. You're our second raid for the night. It's Bone Chalk broadcast came in right before you did, and then now we've got you and your community coming in, which by the way, thank you so much for the raid. And thank you so much for entrusting your community. And now is a really good time. Now is a fantastic time to tell all of you about a thing that Kate and I have coming up. So Kate, who is Lady Bear, 26. I always forget the number at the end. I'm trying to take his family friendly off for me. Yes, I'm gonna have to do that. All right, so Lady Bear and I, Lady Bear 26, we are going to do a co-stream on Monday and Tuesday, where we are going to stream It Takes Two. So if you hang out in our streams a lot, please come by for that. I bet it's gonna be something. I'm sure it's gonna be some clippable moments. An epic crossover event. Yes, thank you. It's like the Marvel and the DC universes are crossing over or something. I don't know. I did a couple bad words on Etheria stream the other day and felt terrible. I know, right? It's like when I'm in other family friendly streams, like when I'm in Etheria stream, I'm very good. I had to stop and think because maybe I'm not. Maybe I have said some bad things in Etheria stream. No, I don't think I have. Definitely in Star's stream and definitely in Kate's stream. Oh, it was Kate's stream. Yeah, Kate's stream. I go buck wild. Like it's a whole different ball game. Anyway, we have a Discord. Kate has a Discord now too, so check out her. Check out Lady Bear's Discord too. I've been good in the Etheria stream. That's because I respect the family friendly tag. When I see the family friendly tag, I dropped a thing and I'm trying to find it, and that's what is happening right now. When I see the family friendly tag, I respect it. Because as you know, I stick to that family friendly tag big time. Wink. I'm okay when I'm typing, but when I'm speaking, I can't hold it back. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, Maidenhead. It's tough sometimes. When there was a couple times we were doing Halloween streams, and I would get scared, like I'd get jump scared. And it was really hard not to drop some words. Although I feel it was very good until Mario Kart started. It was so much fun. I let them go in Smash. I wasn't on form with Smash. You all thought I was joking, blocking out my calendar Monday, Tuesday, but I literally did that. No students during your co-stream. Oh, Ahana River. That is amazing. Thank you so much. Weren't landing for you, but it was a blast to watch. That's cool. Yeah, I try to be good in other family. If somebody marks it as family friendly, I'm good. I do the same thing I do in my stream. Heard of the co-stream. I'm so here for that. Thank you. Yeah, that's going to be a fun time. Oh, no, I'm going to sell it to you like Kate did. It's probably going to be a good time, or whatever she said earlier. She was like, we're going to have a lot of fun, maybe. Like, what? What was that? I don't understand what that was. Did you know that Han River and Etheria are sisters? What? Are you serious? No. Are you really? That's kind of blowing my mind a little bit. I didn't know. I didn't know it. I didn't know you were sisters. That's so cool. That's so cool. Guess we're twins? You're messing with me. You're messing with me now. This is like the full babe thing. We are not twins. Okay, 100% serious. What? Okay, yeah, I feel like I'll also be good here, don't worry. Now, Maidenhead, I don't police my chat. Like, unless it gets, you know, real crazy where, like, I had a neo-Nazi in here one time, and we had to talk about that. And then there was another time where I had to, like, curb some discussion of some things. Because sometimes my students do find my stream, and they do come in here, and they, you know, so I have to be careful about what I expose them to. The Golden Triumvirate. And also White Fang. You're not all sisters, though. Now, Etheria, I know you live with White Fang because you, like, she's physically there because she brought you food today. I need to get my brothers in the stream. They haven't even followed, but they are twins. We're triplets. Sorry, forget that part. I feel like you're messing with me. Make an account you're never going to use but follow. Brother will not be ignored. I'm not ignoring you, Cross-Eyed Spooter. Cross-Eyed Spooter, another streamer who is great. We look similar, sort of. He's the more attractive brother. We are not triplets. Okay, I'm being had, okay, White Fang? Like, people are telling me things, and I'm not sure what's true anymore. I don't know what's real anymore. I want to believe.
Right?
We're all typing next to each other right now? I don't think that's true. I don't believe it.
That is weird.
No, see, I remember them telling me this, but I forgot. Was there other sister for some reason? Sorry, but I remembered today. No. I'm getting got right now. What was that? Did you see that? It's like a Pavlovian response. I saw Maidenhead take a drink and I was like, hey, me too. I'm related to Dennis Quaid, but not Randy Quaid. I used to tell people I was related to Jeff Bridges. Ooh, I just gave away my last name. Well, there you go. Dox me, I guess. Yes, I'm related to Dennis Quaid, but not Randy. This is true.
I love how Maiden's new play with Jip Ship.
Tell him it's true. It's okay. How the heck are you supposed to know that? What?
Any problems? Hey, you tried to catch me out twice then.
He's an amazing singer.
Not gonna catch me out with problems.
So Rob be thirsty? Thirsty for what? I am thirsty. Thirsty boy. Taco Stamper, welcome in. Taco Stamper's another fantastic streamer. Taco has an amazing beard. Everybody check out Taco's amazing beard.
I like a good.
I have beard envy when it comes to Taco Stamper. Why's that girl spamming us with Maidenhead clips? I don't know. Maidenhead and Taco Stamper, both fantastic streamers also. We have a lot of streamers in here. Howdy, how's the Final Fantasy going? It's going. We just got double rated, so I'm stopping for a little bit to talk to people and stuff.
first-person view mode. Try to find a
In
wall
first-person view mode, Snake.
Did you try hitting the wall? Maybe it'll sound different too.
Those C4 explosives you've got should be able to destroy the walls that were cemented over.
It's going pretty good though. We're doing hunts. We're doing some hunts right now, and yeah, that's all we're doing. I don't know why I had to think about that. So for anybody who is just coming in, just FYI, Lady Bear and I, Monday and Tuesday, are doing a co-stream of It Takes Two. So if you would like to be here for that and listen to us struggle with that, probably, well, then drop by, and we'd love to have you, and I'm sure it's going to be very funny. And thank you so much, everybody. All right, so let me jump. Blah, 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 blah. I can't talk. I got mush mouth all of a sudden. Let me go back to... And Robot, Etheria, Ahana, and Fang are seriously sisters. Not twins or anything, but 100% sisters. Well, see, now... But I've been told they were twins. And then I was told that one of them was... Like, I feel like... I got your back, mate. Are we sure this isn't Final Fantasy 12? It's a map of Final Fantasy 12. Got you there, Mog. You know that feeling when you expect to burp, but a teeny bit of stomach acid comes up instead? I do know that feeling. It hurts. Kirby, your delivery definitely makes it seem like you're about to say something serious, like Lady Bear and I said we should no longer speak or whatever. like I'm gonna deliver some awful news, and then I'm like, and guess what? Yeah. Oh no, I broke him. I was kidding. No, I don't know what to think anymore. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to believe. Are you really kidding or not? I don't know anymore. We're pulling a full babe. Are you? Maybe you are sisters. Told you someday it would bite you. Kids, we're getting a divorce. This is how we tell them, Lady Bear. Yes, this is how we do it. Oh. Yeah, exactly. When's the second marriage? Yeah, when there's the reconciling. Exactly. Now that everybody's here, I'm not sure if you heard, but Lady Bear and I is how you start it. Okay. So now that everybody's here, I'm not sure if you heard, but Lady Bear and I, we've decided to do a co-stream. Oh, that's how you do it. You get them, you get them like, oh, what is he gonna say? And then you flip it. That's how you do it. That's how you get the audience involved. Like so serious when you said it too. White Fang, oh, thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate that. You've joined us against all odds. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I was like, wait, am I dying? I get the chat, both chats. Oh, that's tactics. Yes, it is tactics. Yeah. I would follow Kirby if there's a divorce. Oh, yes. Cool dad. Cool dad. Cool dad. Is this ghost stream a full babe though? I don't know. How have I not followed you yet? I don't know. Well, I don't think we've talked, White Fang. I don't think we've talked at all. I don't think I've ever talked to you in Etheria's stream. I had to think of the word. The word stream was what I had trouble with there. Take his bolts and bring it to you. No, no. You don't get to hang out with Cool Dad just because he gives you money. That's not how this works, and it puts a real creepy element onto the whole thing. So, you have to pick sides in the divorce. Yes. Wait, my brother, it's my dad. Yeah, it's complicated. Cross-eyed. She actually is quite involved in listening to your streams. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm not saying she's not. I'm just saying I don't think I've ever talked to her before. Like, talked to her in chat or anything. Is all I'm saying. I'm not saying like, I'm not like, oh, I don't know who you are. That's not the tone I'm taking here. I would say we have history, but I'd make an extra count so I can lurk in Kate streams and cry. What? And then is that we can't officially squad stream because we're not partners yet. Yeah, I know. That kind of upsets me. I don't like that. I don't like that we can't do that. I want to squad stream, even if we're not partners. I think that's dumb. Usually working, I'll be better about interacting though. I love your stream. So, oh, thank you, White Fang. No, you don't have to interact. Look. We love the lurkers and stuff around here. It's not recommended. It's not recommended you talk to me. That's probably a bad life choice. But no, it's not a requirement or anything. I'm very flattered that people decide to spend their time with me on the internet. Charlie Ray Twitches, I know you from somewhere. Where do I know you from? Thank you so much for the follow. Where do I know you from? I know that name, Charlie Ray Twitches. Charlie Ray Twitches. Where do I know Charlie Ray Where do I know Charlie Ray Twitches from? It's not recommended you talk to me. It's a bad life choice. Yes, that's true. Yet another quote that I have to move over to Stream Elements at some point. If you say their handle enough, you'll remember. Yes. If I say it constantly. What a quote to come up. Nice. You're welcome. No, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate you coming in, and thank you for the follow and everything. We're about to jump back into Final Fantasy 12 and finish our hunts up. Just chatting because we just had 2 raids in a row from Bone Chalk Broadcast and Lady Bear. So thank you both so much for that. I really appreciate it. And Lady Bear is playing Tomb Raider, by the way, which is another fantastic game. And you should definitely watch her play Tomb Raider. And when you watch her play Tomb Raider, it's definitely worth the 10 bits. I think it's 10 bits to play the Canada hockey theme. Lady Bear, I did a thing. And I don't think I can do it on my own stream. Can I do it on my own stream? Can't do it. Oh, hang on. I can do the stickers on my own stream. Oh, no, I can do it. Hold on. I can do it. Watch this. Watch this. Hold on. Not that one, but that's a good one. I like that one. Cryptastic, thank you. Oh, where is it? I need to find it. No, that's not it, though. That's not it, though. I love that one, but it's not it. Where is it? Lady Bear. So, here we go. There we go. Lady Bear, you know how you have the hockey theme? I have this one. I did this one today. Ad quote, I feel bad for creating like 70% of your quote work. I know what sin is. Jeez. Rush Chair is getting Thanos snapped. It is. It's disappearing. I didn't hear it either. It didn't play for me. I don't know why. I guess it just doesn't... Maybe it doesn't work for me because I'm the one streaming it or something. It says it shared it. Do it again. Share, you stupid idiot. That is exactly the lyrics, actually, yes. That's like exactly the lyrics. You can hear it in your heart. I know I can too. Yeah, that's so stupid. I don't know why it's not playing. It played Sexy Sax.
Are you ready for some football? A Monday night party?
Yeah, there we go. Can I make you a sound? It's a sound of silence, because I know you love something to Garfunkel. There it goes. It did it. I don't think I said that. I don't think I said that quote. But maybe I did. I have no context, but it's fun. Yeah, so kind of like you guys have the That's So American. It is super American. It is one of the most American things. It's incredibly American. 100%. It's like somebody injected barbecue into your bloodstream. I doubt anybody wants to see my booty. Wait, I swear. Two in a row! Two in a row! Two in a row! Well, that's what we did it. We did it, everybody. So, Kirby, were you actually inspiration for Snow? I was actually the inspiration for Snow. How did you guess? How did you guess? They based Snow on me. I actually still have the wig over here. I put it on the other night.
And do you
believe in Orzia? I love that one too. Okay, there was a tree limb that it said it floated to the southeast, but I don't know where this stupid tree limb is at. And I'm a little upset. I'm starting to get whiny voiced because I don't like the idea that I can't figure out why the tree limb existed. He did all the motion cap, I heard. Yes, I did. I did all the motion cap for Snow, all the punching. They really got his butt right in the game. Yes, thank you. I worked really closely with Square Enix to make sure that every inch of my boots was captured correctly. Here is America. Yeah, so kind of like you guys have the Canada thing, we have Monday Night Football. Kind of like you have the hockey thing, we have Monday Night Football, and it is excessive. Are you ready for some football? Are you ready for a party? I can't tell you how many times I heard that growing up. Oh my god, so annoying. Probably why I hate football. Probably why I don't like sports, right there. We are gonna fight this, and we are gonna kill it. Or my name isn't Kirby DB. Snow's boots were big, yes. They were huge boots. Boots is how I say booty. That's my little nickname for the booty, is boots. I say boots. Like when I talk about my cats, I'm like, I'm gonna get your boots. And I chase them around and I try to grab them. I don't think anybody need to know that story, but I told you anyway. So you're welcome. Oh, I did it! Look, the trees! There they are, there they are, there they are. We did it, we did it, we did it. Look, 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 trees. What does this do though? I don't understand. Entangled wood. There's several pieces more pieces of driftwood. I should be able to cross the other bank. Oh, making a bridge. Okay. That seems a little worthless. Any more scrub-a-dub-dub? What does that mean? Are you telling me I need to take a bath? What? Oh, look at all the hugging. All the hugging going on in chat is beautiful and wonderful, and I love it. I love it so much. Kirby is in Discord. I am in Discord. I'm always in Discords. I may not be the best about being active in the Discords, but I do try to be there. And you can always ping me. I'm very lonely, so don't get annoyed with pings. It's incredibly lonely. And I love it if you ping me. Please, someone ping me. I just need to get pinged. Okay, be right back. I'm gonna go pee my pants. Is it like the other night where I'm like, wait, don't go, and then you had to pee really bad? There's Pink Kirby After Dark. Yeah, I see you all the time in Discord. I know you see me all the time in Discord. All right, guys, let's ping him. Oh, it's because of me too. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to find the... Oh, look, we did it. No, that's not the right one. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I admit it. I admit it, game. I'm incompetent. All right? I'm an incompetent player. I'm the person they pay for the group. You know those groups they hire? Focus groups? Where I'm like, the game's too difficult. That's me, basically. You need to make it easier. That's me. Oh well, the quotes are falling thick and fast. I know. It happens around here. There's a lot of quotable moments apparently. You stop people. Wait. You stop people from going to the bathroom. That's new. I don't stop them. I stopped Kate that one night because I knew she was going to get raided by Golubis. And I was like, wait, don't leave. Because I didn't want him to raid and her to be on a break screen. So I made her wait. Made her wait. Listen to me. I'm so forceful. I made her wait. Curry made a mistake telling us he manually transferred every clip to a new OBS. Yeah, exactly. Quote, not clip. Good choice of words. yeah, it is. It's a good choice of words. At this point, I don't think I have a purpose for running around here. I think I'm just running around chatting, which is not necessarily a bad thing because we're getting job points. But we do have one more hunt to do, and I probably need to go do that. But I am getting job points, and that's good. Bio emote. That's not what you say in a game when you're like, I gotta go to the bathroom. You say I gotta go bio. I learned that the other day. I should have already known that, but I didn't. I actually didn't know that was the phrase. So when people were saying in Final Fantasy 14 and people were saying I gotta go bio, I didn't know what they were talking about. I'm back. I didn't even fall in or anything. Well, that's good. I'm glad you didn't. We were talking about you peeing while you were gone. Sort of, kind of. Sigh. What? Oh god. Oh good. I just Monday and Tuesday is going to be very interesting. It's going to be quite interesting. It doesn't mean it like that. You say you're going to pee your pants. How can you fall into your... Wait. How can you fall into your pants if you're already wearing and peeing in them? We talk about you peeing. Yeah, that's going to be a freaking blast. It is going to be quite fun. Listen at me like trying to, like, yes, it will be quite a time. It will be quite fun. I can't do NPR voice like you. My voice is too shrill and grating to do that. That's what's happening when you pee. Alright, let's go find how to do this. Saw a bill posted for the hunting of Ixtab, rank 2. The petitioner's High Chief Zayalu on the Elder Knoll in Jahara. Where and how does that work? Let's go to Rabanastre, and then from there we'll find our way there. Kate has the best voice of all of us. Yes, I think of all of us, I feel like Kate has the most like I don't know, like she could do voiceovers and stuff. Cross-eyed Spooder has a voice very much like that too. I don't know if Spoods is still in here, but Spoods does voice acting stuff, or I believe. Now, I've always been jealous of people who have really good voices. I have a deviated septum, and it makes my voice just sound awful, just kind of bad. So, in my opinion, like, I get that some people are going to be like, don't be so hard on yourself. No, it's pretty awful, but it's okay. I've learned to live with it, and I have a feeling that if I ever get my deviated septum fixed, it's going to be like, I'm going to be like, hey everybody, what's going on? Like, suddenly I'm going to get like a deeper voice. I don't know. Maybe that's not how that's going to work. Lady's voice is the best, confirmed. Yes. Redeem sports ball commentary. Let's stop the pee talk. Yeah, there we go. There's not shrill or grating. You have a little southern drawl and say golly and stuff. Oh, here we go. All right, lady's voice is so awesome. It is. Voice is normal? I'm jealous of great voices too, especially now. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Y64 have a great voice V65 CE. That's interesting. Your voice is great, Kirby. Thank you. Robot will sound like Barry White. Yeah. You're sweet. Thank you. I suck at taking compliments. I do too. And hate my voice sometimes, but that's sweet. I've done voiceover once for a commercial at my old job. Because I didn't want to pay an actor. See, lady's been hired for her voice. Yeah, I know. She does that, and now she has an NPR redeem too, which is great. And everybody should use that. Noah's marketing manager, so they were just like, make Kate do it. Her voice is fine. And new keyboard, it's an adjustment, apparently. Okay, all right. Ahana River has, oh, you know what? I've had music playing this entire time. I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb. All right. Okay, let's figure out which. All right. She says sports ball commentary. Let's stop the pee talk. But you did not. I thought that was the music. Yeah, that wasn't the game. No, that was the music that I had playing in the background. Should I drop the link? Yes, you can go ahead and. Well, actually, I don't know if you can drop a link. Hang on. Let me. There's a way to allow you to drop a link, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. Give me a second. All right. Anybody know how to do this? Lady is hockey. It's gonna be good. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm actually gonna do. I'm just gonna comment on what I think is happening and the sport itself. Should I whisper you? Yeah, you can do that. That's probably gonna be easier ultimately than anything else. And that way I can post it and that way everybody else can watch it. Well, I'm gonna play it anyway, so I'm gonna like pull it up on the screen. Yes, no joke. I was looking at hockey clips for like an hour trying to find a good one to make her watch. Like greatest saves of all time or something. I want to hear some John Madden level of sports calling. Saints Cowboy games on. Okay, so I don't know that I'm going to be doing. Well, it does say sports ball commentary, so I don't know. Wait, I accidentally left the stream while figuring out how to whisper you. How do I send the link? If you hang on. If you click my name there, you should be able to whisper me through my name. More than likely. There we go. Got it. Alrighty, folks. Are you ready for some hockey? Are you ready for a good time? This will be funny. Okay, so let me just to give. Hold on one second. Just so I know what I'm doing here. Let me look at my channel points and see what I said I was going to do. Because I did this in like 2 seconds. Sports ball commentary. I said, I don't like sports. I will watch a clip from your sport and comment on what I think is going on. / how I feel about it. / how I think the rules work. Whatever the heck I want, Dad. Okay, so. I'm going to warn you that all I know about hockey, I learned from Blades of Steel. which is an NES game. So keep that in mind. It's like football, but it's colder. And I'm wearing skates. Teaching me about Canadian culture. Okay, here we go. Let me pull up my web. Hang on, wait. Let me pull this link up first. And then, oh, this is an old clip, apparently. All right, where's my web thing here? Give me a second. I'll get it. Eventually. All right, here we go. Let's pull this up. All right. Hopefully everybody can see it. All right.
This is Cochise, son of grilled cheese here.
Get off!
I'm sorry. What? Grilled cheese? Is there a hockey play? Look at this guy back here. He is very happy.
According to hockeyfights.com, Joe.
He decides he's...
What was that? Okay, so does the ref tell you when to fight? Because ducks fly together. Good old grilled cheese.
Gonna kill a Coke on the bench. Whatever works.
What? Whoa, is that the coach cursing and stuff? Because if that were an American sport, they would kick him out. Like they would be like, "Get out of here," or something. I don't know. Because we throw chairs and stuff and get kicked out. Like we have to act. Is that a coach cursing? Yeah, it looked like a coach cursing. He's selling vacuums. That was the coach. Coaches curse, and they also have been known to throw things at each other. What? And they don't get kicked out for that? We're not that violent. Why does he have a banana?
It's okay.
Oh, there's...
I don't know.
I guess that these guys don't have much to do, right? Because it takes them a while to get the puck. Like, don't hockey games go for like a long time? Aren't they like soccer where it's like, it's really lucky if they make a goal or whatever? The coach tried to get into the opposing team's dressing room to curse at them. This should show him the Canucks versus Flames torts clip. This is an actual compilation. Score 7-3. Oh, okay. No. No, the goalie is the most important player. Oh.
I love ice cream too.
Are they eating ice cream? Okay. Why is there so many bananas in hockey? Oh, did you see that block?
In 5 stomachs.
Look at him.
Guts all over the place.
What happened? Okay, wait. I gotta go back and look at that. I gotta go back and slow that down. All right. Let's slow this down. Hold on. I want to see what happened here. Okay, so I need to go slower. That looked fake. I'm calling hacks. What is happening? It's so funny. It's so funny. American version is guns all over the place. He stopped the first, but the second scored. Oh, okay. There's 30 to 50 shots taken at the goalie in a game, 90 miles per hour rubber discs. Oh gosh. 5 stones. Cuts all over the place. Hockey commentators are completely unhinged. They go nuts. It's amazing.
Mess with our captain. Well, then I'm going to give you a bony 5 for the snot.
He looks mad. He looks like he's getting worked up.
And Andreas Athett.
I can't even keep up with this. This is so wild.
He scores! LA face with an Oakland booty.
With an Oakland booty? What was that guy's?
And you see how Mike Bobcat
Okay.
nearby.
Oh, did you see that? Did you see him check that guy?
Drank bleach this season if he didn't dress.
Craig Smith in the middle of the ice. Look at him sucking that cough.
What? He'll rocking up for 5-12 and getting the best hockey of all time. Sorry, not sorry. Anyways, an Oakland booty. It blew the family friendly. Yeah, that went out the window. Oh my gosh. Hockey commentators can say whatever they want.
Okay.
What is he doing?
Local firefighter and paramedic Dusty Gooch. Born and raised in South Lake Tahoe, Dusty's been a firefighter and a paramedic.
Old Dusty Gooch. That music.
Wearing a diaper right now?
Yeah, it depends. We got everybody's wearing them for tonight.
The second power play unit and the celebration.
This is Bertuzzi looking.
Whoa, look at that dude. He's spitting teeth out. Oh my God. What? That is crazy. He's missing like all of his teeth. Oh my God. That is nuts. They're just spitting blood. It's all good. No, he spit out some teeth. Look, he spit teeth out. I saw something white come out of his mouth. Watch. He spit out teeth for sure. For sure he spit out a tooth or something. Look at that. I saw a tooth. We got to go back. Let's see the replay. That's a tooth. That's for sure a tooth. There is a tooth in there. They're all missing their teeth. Curry, have you seen Chris Tanev? I don't even know who that. How would I know who that is? What? How on earth would I know who Chris Tanev is? Hurts my soul. Okay, it's a tooth. Yeah, it's a tooth. It is a tooth.
Looking at
Look at his nose. Oh, he's gonna get revenge.
What he's mouthing.
Pierre, what's the number one thing you're optimistic about in terms of the Ottawa
Are
Senators?
these guys Canadian? They don't look Canadian.
That's scary.
It is, isn't it? Look at that.
What? Oh, I thought that was.
Rookies.
There's that family friendly.
Ovechkin sitting on 24. What was that?
Finding on the ice. And just taking it a step further.
Oh, they play hockey outdoors?
Supervisor here and the head of officials for the National Hockey League.
But a slump that saw the Devils lose 9 of 16.
What? That guy would have gotten.
Ovechkin. He said, "Hey, I'm not sure which one of you guys tripped him."
If the girl weren't so darn smart, you wouldn't have a problem, Brick. Yeah, this is my dad. He used to play pro hockey. Fucking right, I did. Oh, we're at Yale? I'm sorry.
Well then. Let's not clip that. Wink. They do winter classics. Why are they cursing? I don't know. Go see. They're watching hockey. Hockey is violent. It's very violent. Although it makes sense. I don't know where I was going with that. Well, there's your hockey commentary. I feel like hockey is good sports. It's good. Although that one dude's face, I would never play hockey because my face. I don't want this to get all messed up. It's the moneymaker. The money shot on my face. You know what I mean? So, hockey's also a game that requires a high level of skill and agility. It's really difficult. On a scale of Vaughn to Cloud, how did you enjoy those clips? Those clips were Cloud level clips. Which I guess, wait, hold on. Which one's which? Wait, why is Vaughn the worst? Is he the worst? They're good. They're good clips. A little saucy at times. I have a great one, but I'll have to wait. Yeah, I made it where it's only once per stream. Once per stream. So you get one, because I don't know if I can comment about all that stuff. Like, that seems like it's a lot. It was going too fast. Like, I can't tell you what I think is happening because it was going too quickly. Like, that was a lot of stuff. Although that was a good, because I've literally never seen anything about hockey. So that was a good introduction to hockey. Next time I choose my own clip. First of all, I did not know that people got that messed up in hockey. Like, I knew there were fights and stuff, but I thought they were mostly like fakey, like little like, oh, slap fight. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know you had dudes trying to stab dudes with like skates and stuff. How about Vaughn to Snow? Oh, okay. So Snow sucks. So he's the bottom. So you know who's the best. Have you ever seen compilations of crazy pro wrestling sports? Oh yeah, Red Dead. I have. I've seen those too. Those are good. Yeah, hockey's not my sport. Goal? How are you going to be Canadian and hockey not be your thing? It requires high level of skill and agility. It's really difficult. It looks difficult. I couldn't do it. I have seen the movie Slapshots. Is that... I've seen Mighty Ducks. Not accurate. I'm sorry, you know who's the best? How about Vaughn to Snow? Well, I'd be on Vaughn levels. Those are good clips. I just laughed. Next time I'll choose, what does that mean? Next time I'll choose my own clip. Soccer, tennis, or badminton? Okay, I don't know anything about tennis either. Soccer, I have some students in my class that play soccer, and I don't get it. I don't understand soccer. But, you know, that's just how it be sometimes. How do you get badminton in Canada? What even is badminton? Badminton's a fake game. A slap fight in hockey. I think there's international badminton. What? No. Look, that was tame. I was 9 and I watched guys' eye get scooped out of his dang head. What? We used to play badminton all the time in Canada growing up. It was fun. What in the... I love badminton. I just didn't know it somehow include sport variety. They all wear visors now. Ugh. I know we're going to be good friends. Hey, wait, when you... Is that in Ottawa? What sport do you like over Motion Robot? I don't like sports, Goal. I'm not a sports fan. I don't watch sports on my own. I don't go out of my way to watch them. I don't really get a lot of enjoyment out of them. Like, generally. And a lot of times I don't know the rules to them. And I don't know what's going on when I'm watching them. And here's the thing though, like I don't care to learn the rules. So like football, like I could learn the rules of football, but I don't want to. It seems like a waste of my time. So I just never learn the rules of football. Badminton is a fake game. It is a fake game. It's like a yard game that kids play, right? Isn't badminton the one where you knock the little frilly thing across the gate or whatever, the net? What's that thing? The badminton. It's called a badminton, right? Is that what it is? Hurry, please. It's really easy. You just have to kick the ball in the goal. Wait, what ball? Okay, I'm with Red Dead. If I was going to watch any sport, it'd be like pro wrestling. And that's because I know it's fake. And it's fun. And people have walkout songs. Sins versus Leaf, Ottawa. Oh, okay. Ugh. Ugh. A lot of mind games in badminton, like how you can act like you're making a powerful shot, but just trick them and just hit it lightly. Badminton. Really? One guy actually got charged criminally for a hit. Wasn't it the guy who put it as 2? Someone remind me. Badminton? Y'all are all talking about badminton shuttlecock. There you go. Now there's a game. There's 5 hit and bad hit, basically. It's called a Birdle. What? Hey, Drizzy, what's up? Hello, how are you doing? Badminton is an Olympic sport. You asked what soccer was. I did not ask what soccer was. I did not ask what... Okay, you're all making up stuff, and now I have to check. Hold on a second. What does badminton look like? Olympic badminton. Oh my God, there is Olympic badminton. This is literally the worst sport. It is Goal Abyss. What is happening? I just clicked off of it because it's I don't get it in regards to soccer. Y'all need to play badminton in gym class? Who? Me? Never played a badminton in my life. No, I have played badminton before. But it was like a game I bought at like the dollar store and set it up in our backyard. I don't know why I'm being so derisive towards badminton right now. I don't know why I'm making the tone that I'm making, but I'm very offended that badminton exists, apparently. So yeah, that open interpretation, including I don't know what it is. Pro Wrestling has some great storytelling. Yes, it does. Like the time they like crashed a beer, Stone Cold crashed a beer truck and I like the storylines, Red Dead. That's what I like. It's tennis with a shuttlecock instead of a ball. So the thing is called a shuttlecock, right? Of course it is. What do Americans do in gym class? Well, if my high school is any indication, they run, they play some basketball lazily, and then they just sit around their phones a lot and just like talk in groups. I don't know. Oh, we don't let them play touch foot. We don't let them play football. It's too dangerous. And you have to, like, apparently they're scared of letting these kids hurt themselves. You have to play badminton in gym class? What? What? Have you ever played pickleball? What is pickleball? Learn badminton, Kirby. I'm just saying, like, badminton is kind of a fake sport. Come on. Come on. It's basically tennis. It's basically tennis. What's different about it than tennis? Why? Why does it exist? Why do we need a different sport with the same... Like, why do we need the same sport with different rackets and a different ball? Like, why do we need that? Why does that have to exist? Notoriously tiny budgets. Yes. And they would never spend money on a badminton set. Yes. What? And a grown man wearing full body armor attacking us? That is amazing. That's what we need right there. Look up pickleball. I miss dodgeball. Dodgeball's fun. I like that one. Some girls actually had panic attacks and had to leave because they were crying. It was so intense. Volleyball, badminton, basketball, soccer, square dancing? What? Oh my God. Everybody is terrified of socialism in the Southeast to the point where nobody wants to pay for schools or roads or anything that is, oh my gosh, this is moving so fast. That is armed patrol, that isn't armed patrolman. So yeah, it's a great place to call home. Yes, exactly. Wait, square dancing. Yeah, I had the same response. How to get away if someone try to strangle you or get the drops on you? Pickleball is basically tennis with a paddle and a wiffle ball. See, that's like fake sports too. Like, that's fake. I mean, it's not, when I say something's fake, I mean, like, it's not like a real sport. You know what I mean? I gotta talk to the High Chief. I don't know where he's at. We're gonna find out. Oh, he's up there. Okay. We gotta go back this way. Okay. When I say it's fake, I just mean like it's not like a real sport. Well, if you want really active sports, square dancing, yes, apparently. Apparently square dancing is where it's at. Square dancing is the thing to do. You have come too late, Ixtab. Oh, I have lived many years, yet fate never fails to surprise me. Ixtab is an evil spirit, as frightful as fear itself. It smells the warm blood of men and attacks without warning or hesitation. Many who I know have already fallen to this fiend, great warriors all. I will not lie, this is the most dangerous foe. Then I am in your debt, yet you must not fight that which you are unable to defeat. Should you sense that your life is in peril, flee at once. to be found in the hidden mines. Enter the Osmond Plain and beyond a junction near the Phase 1 shaft, you shall find it. The spirits of land protect you, blah, 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 blah. It is a real sport, Kirby. It's in the Olympics. Oh, the Olympics will let anything in. The Olympics will do anything. The Olympics are kind of... Don't get me started on the Olympics. You just saw it. I mean, I have my, you know, would you consider skateboarding a fake sport? Skateboarding's more like a hobby. Is skateboarding in the Olympics yet? If snowboarding in the Olympics, I feel personally attacked right now. now swimming, that's a sport. A training scenario. So, and with adrenaline, I sliced up my knee. Robot is a boomer. I'm not a boomer. Figure skating. It's just a hobby. Out here policing sports. I'm just saying, like, some sports are, I think, have more merit than other sports. We're asking a guy who admitted has no love of any kind of sport what he considers the word sports to me. yeah, you have to keep you have to keep this in context. I don't like sports, so it's like asking me if my opinion means nothing. My opinion means nothing at all. It is the worst opinion. Like, ask a person who actually likes sports, or who doesn't watch or like sports, judging sports. Grain of salt and all that, you know. Have I not been here? Uh-oh. I've been here. The Hene Mines? What? Have I been to the Hene Mines? Hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, okay. Esport is part of sports. ESPN hosts it. Is not good enough? I don't like esports either. I think that's silly. Esports is not a sport either. It's just sitting down playing video games. I do that every day. I say that as a person who actually did play competitively in a TF2 tournament once. Robot goes pro. No, I did play. So it was kind of funny. So I was actually I played in a TF2 tournament and we got 3rd place and we got like an in-game medal because of it for the tournament. I wish I knew what it was. I wish I remembered what it was. Like, I wish I could tell you what it was. If I were to load my game back up, like, I have the medal, like the item that I can wear on my scout. So I play scout. That's my class, or it's my role. And I was pretty good at it too. And what's funny about that is like, we played that one tournament, and I used to spend so much time running scrims that it burned me out. Like I started like really hating. Really hating the game because it was turning into like a job almost. And so, yeah. And so, I basically, after that, I just quit playing. I quit playing TF2. Uninstalled it, never played it again. It's really good, Kirby. What? Yeah, I mean, I did it like once. Do you call it Olympic Games or Olympic Sports? I mean, I guess they're games. I'll watch American football since my family likes it a lot. I can get into game of its own, but I won't search for it myself. Soccer is cool. Hockey is cool. Baseball is boring. Sports isn't part of my life, though. Yeah, me too. Who do I think Fit is? it is in my Steam inventory. Tough. That's a good point. It is in my Steam inventory. I can tell you right now. Hold on. Let me look it up. I didn't think about that. Because you're harder to kidnap? What? Let me look at my TF2 inventory here, and I can tell you. I haven't pulled this up in I have 404 items, Tough, so this might take a little bit. 17 pages worth of items. I was in the metal. I don't know what it looks like. Like it's bronze or whatever. Is this it? No, that is not it. Nope, it's not that one. This it? No, it's a different thing. It looks funny, that's all I remember. Like, it looks real out of place, and I, like, never wore it. There it is. It was the UGC Highlander. It was the UGC Highlander something, Season 8. That's the one I was in. So. And yeah, I don't know. That's it. I don't even remember what UGC stands for. Is Final Fantasy 12 a sport? Yes, Daysering Summers. It is a sport. Potatoes are kind of cute. They're going to change. Isn't the game part of medal competition? Each event is a sport, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Like the very last item, yeah. I saw it. It's been so long since I got that dumb thing. Anyway, we played freaking TF2 forever to do that. Like, oh my god, we played so much TF2. It was so stupid. And like, we would scrim every day, and it turned into a freaking job. And it was just so annoying to have to play TF2 constantly, and I just got sick of it, and I stopped playing. Just got sick of it. Yes, everybody. Oh, that's where the potato talk's coming from. I've missed a bunch of chat. I just heard people talking about potatoes, and I was like, I don't know what that means. But if you're calling yourselves potatoes, stop it. That's silly. Is this the guy I gotta kill? He doesn't seem to be dying. Oh, he is dead. He sucked, actually. Would you ever play it again, Golbez? Oh, actually, that was leading into a story. That was actually leading into a story that I was going to tell. So, somebody added me on Steam, right? And I thought it was somebody who found me through this stream. So I added them on Steam, right? And so then, like, this is like a couple days ago, they messaged me and they were like, hey, I know you played TF2. And they were like, do you play Scout, right? And I was like, yeah. Like, how do you know that? And I thought maybe they listened to me talk about this story once before. And they were like, well, we're about to do a tournament and our Scout dropped. Can you play? And I was just like, well, that's very flattering, but no, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not installing that multiple gig game to play Scout for something that I said I would never do again. And that's pretty much the end of the story. Like, oh, United Gaming Clans, that was it, yeah. Everybody is amazing, and everybody, like, stop listening to societal ideas about what is attractive and what's not. Are you? Wait. I need to attack Penelo. She's confused. Please, no, Penelo. She's got a gun and she's gone crazy. No, don't attack yourself, you stupid... Oh my god, Vaughn, you... Oh my god, what is happening right now? There, okay. Golly, Pinello. You killed Fran! And then you brought her back. Okay, that's fine. This is an emotional roller coaster. Good one, Kirby. Yeah, that's an amazing story, right? Kirby confused about potatoes. I am. Would you play? That's the end of the story. Yep. that's how there was no big and that person kept annoying me about it. And they're like, please, could you install it and play? And I was just like, I don't like this. And I was just like, unfriend. That was the end of the story. If I cared about what society thought. Yeah, I know. I mean, I get it. I mean, I understand. But at the same time, I still think everybody generally cares about what people think. Even though we don't want to do that, I think we all do it. Everyone, please look at the Olympic weightlifters and tell me they are potatoes. What? What is all this? Redeemed first? Oh, okay. Yeah, everybody's perception is valid. That's fine. You can feel about how any way you want about yourself, but I just feel a lot of that's based on perceptions of everything else. We didn't have a society. If we were all hunter-gatherers and stuff, we wouldn't feel that way about ourselves. Yes. Now everybody knows the story of how I unfriended you. That was not you. To the point, I think we all do. Yeah, we all do it. Of course we all do it. Like we all are all very self-conscious of ourselves, and we're all very like self-critical. I mean, I am too. He first told us to stop letting society dictate how we feel, and now you told us that everyone has to let society dictate our feelings as well. So okay, no, you don't have to do anything. You're in control, sort of. We can get into a conversation about free will if you want to. You better stretch. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Okay, wait, did you? Oh, you did the stretch. Okay, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put your stretch in with this break that I'm gonna do. Perception says the guy wearing glasses. Kind of funny. Maybe there's a joke there. Oh, there's a joke there. All right. The joke is me. We're taking down society now. Yes, we are. We're doing it. We're doing it right here. Okay, I'm gonna take a break really quick. I'll be right back. And yeah. Oh, and I'm gonna do your stretch, Driz. So don't worry. Right back. Hey, where's Greg? Oh! This is real talk. Pando is an AI. She's an evolved form of artificial intelligence that has gained sentience. And if you're not careful, well, I think we're going to end up in a Terminator situation here. It's going to be really Terminator-y. Just saying, you don't have to believe me, but I'm just telling you how it is. Well, I'm in luck. Is it over? Is it over finally? Or am I about to fight a boss? Because if I'm about to fight a boss with these two, I'm going to be... You've got to be... You have got to be kidding me right now. Like this is the worst thing I've ever in life. Like I'm over these two bronze. Okay, I'm good. I hope that bleeped those things, because if not, I guess I better remove that family-friendly tag. I am... What's he doing here? Oh, his eyes open. Did you see that? Look at this. What's happening there? Better graphics AI from Madden 98. It did not work this time as well.
5, 6, 7, 8.
What is this? What are we playing?
You're awful.
Oh my god! Oh my god! It's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. It's so good. It's so good. What is this?
777 Novem Decillion 777 Octodecillion 777 Septendecillion 777 Sexdecillion 777 777 Quattrodecillion 777 Tridecillion 777
What is the cillion? Is that even a number?
77 777 nonion 777 octillion 777 septillion 777 sextillion.
Oh my god.
777 quintillion 700
Specific window. Not face rig. Stop! Stop capturing face rig. Stop doing it. You're ruining everything. OBS. OBS, you suck. You know what Nancy Drew really needs? She needs a gun. Oh, hey, you're finally wearing an edgy outfit. I am wearing an edgy outfit. Look at me go. Let's go. Alright. Take that. Criminal. Whoa, my God. Alright, hang on. Wait. Nope. Hang on a second, everybody. Just wait. I've got the solution. Oh, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. We're gonna die because there were more people down here than I thought. Ugh. Get away from me, you criminal scum.
Have fun with the meat curtains and sex toys on the wall. Yeah, get some rest, Crystal. Get out of here. Get out of here, Crystal. Go to sleep. Look, it's the Wishmaster. It doesn't look the Wishmaster. He went through Wishmaster so hard. You're the one who made the tape, aren't you?
No fucking way. You've got to be. Oh God, no! Run to the stuff. Run to the stuff. Oh no! Okay, well that was fucking terrifying. Oh. Oh, look. Wait. Here we go. I've got to... Moms are tough. He doesn't pay his mods. That's right, I don't. I'm like the Jeff Bezos of this. I'm going to abuse you until you try to form a union. What makes someone a pando? I don't know, being sick all the time and like abandoning people, I guess. I don't know what you mean. This is a family friendly stream. Yes, it is a family friendly stream. That is why I can't zoom in on this right here. This is a family friendly stream, folks. Nope. Nope, this is probably bad. I don't make it obvious. I'm damaged. I'm a damaged individual. Pay attention to me, love me. I need everybody's love. And I have to get a capture card. And when I get a capture card, we can play what's it called? Console games. Maniacal laughter. I don't know why I did that. I'm just very excited that my brain is working. There. I'm disappointed in you all.
It's the employee. To shreds.
That scared me. It's not staying up. I can't keep it up. I can't keep it up. It keeps.
Don't listen to Andor's lies.
I mean, everything you're saying about being despicable and lowly, that's me. Which is kind of rude. So, those sardine cans outside, yours? Just imagine. And then we'll reconvene and do this again.
Okay. I mean, if we only had like a rewind setting or something where we can just like rewind back. And,
I'm leaving this call.
Oh, it just came out of nowhere, and that's what made it so good. Is it true? I'm very happy. I'm a fan of robots too. Oh gosh. Oh, Doki Doki. I don't know. Doki Doki is not a weird thing, right? Like, what is happening? Whoa! Drop something. Don't mind me, boys. Just Whoa! What?
Stop, man.
That dude was awesome. Did you see that kick? Okay, good stream. All right, have a good stream. Have a good stream, Crystal. I mean, I don't know why I just called you Crystal. Autumn. Oh God. I hope you didn't hear that. All right. What's going on? I don't know why I came back and immediately had my mouth full. Wow. Really? Dayspring Summers, really? Thank you for the bits, though. I appreciate it. Oh my God, why are you sticking so many stickers? Why are there so many stickers? Oh my God, Dayspring Summers, thank you for all the bits. What is happening? Screaming bloody murder? Sorry, I'm catching up. Oh no, chat broke him. I did. No. Although I did have the Rona. I did catch it. Because, I mean, it was inevitable that I was going to catch it. Thank you for the stickers. Thank you for the bits.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, Golbus. Oh, look, I'm number 1. Semi-charm kind of life. Oh, it was the Nope, Nope, Nope song? Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up now. My goodness. Well, hello, everybody. I'm back, and we're going to be playing some more Final Fantasy 12. We killed this guy. We have to... I love it. I love it so much. I love that song. How do I... Dun, dun, dun. Why is the music so intense in here? Oh, look at Fran. Frozen in time. So I did catch the Rona, and I was fully vaccinated, and it sucked. It sucked real bad, but I mean it was inevitable because my state took away mask mandates for the kids. So basically they put me in a room with 28 something kids, all of which probably had some of which probably had COVID, and then said, well, good luck not getting sick, basically. So then I got sick and I was out of work for 2 weeks, and it caused everybody, it was 2 weeks of no learning for the kids and 2 weeks of back work for me, which most of it I just said, nope, not grading that. So yeah, it was not great all around. Actually pretty crappy. We gotten your booster yet? I have not done the booster yet, but I am going to. I gotta... How do I get through here? Can I go through this way? Yeah, I can. Okay. Omicron sounds like a bad variant. They should have picked a less cool name. Like a less cool name. Is the US doing boosters? I think so. Nope, not grading that. Is a mood I am familiar with. Yep. Sometimes I'm just like, well, that was practice. And the kids get it back and they're like, why are there no grades? And I'm just like, it was practice. But you can have it back so you can look over the marks I made on it. I'm signing on boosters for everyone in Canada, which I'm confused about still, but I know that some teachers got them like my aunt was older. Target's doing it, yeah. It was practice. I'm gonna use that. Yep. So Ahana, I use that a lot. Deco, how are you doing? Look at Deco dropping that Canadian flag because we got like a ton of Canadians in here. But yeah, I use that a lot. I'm just like, that was practice, y'all. But you didn't tell us it was practice. Well, I don't have to grade everything that I give you. Like, sorry, that's not how this works. I don't negotiate with terrorists. Sorry. This is the United States. Between Delta and Omicron, the rest exist but are crappy and weren't strong enough. First and second and third. Oh my god, what was that voice? Hey Deco, yeah, I'm one of them. Wait, they wanted grades? Yes, Hannah, they love them. They love grades. Most of the time it's when they're failing. And they're like, I need to pull my grade up. And I'm like, well, maybe you should just do that the first time. I'm just getting complaints about grades. I think it depends on what level you teach to. Yes, the can I please have a bonus assignment that I then have to grade? Yeah, no, I don't do that. I do a bonus, but nobody ever takes the bonus because it's...
I'm so excited! I'm so excited!
Oh, I'm laughing, but it's not anything to laugh at. It sounds awful. It sounds so bad. Bonus assignments are usually much harder. So, Tough, the way I do bonus assignments is this. I read a lot, right? And so what I do is I give the kids a list of books that I personally, there's stuff that I usually can't assign, like I can't outright assign oh my god, my mind just went blank. I might be having a stroke right now. Hold on. I don't know why my brain just went completely blank with everything that's on my list. So I can't assign something like Jurassic Park, right? I mean, because it'd be a hard sell in the United States. And so But what I can do is I can put it on my bonus list and then tell the kids, like, you know, you don't have to do this, but if you want to read a bonus book, go for it. Because it's usually stuff that we don't have time. Like, Jurassic Park's a pretty big book. We wouldn't have time to get through it all. So I assign that, and then what they do is they read it on their own, and then they come to me and we have a book, what I call a book talk. And basically, I ask them questions and stuff, and then they answer them, and that's it. That's the bonus. And it's, if I feel convinced that they read the book and they understood, you know, what was going on, and they have some, they formulated some original thoughts and can carry a conversation with it, they get the bonus points. It's pretty simple. It's not a trap. It's not a... But for some reason, they don't take that because, I don't know. I think it scares them. I think it intimidates them. But they shouldn't be. It's not anything that should be scary. My bonus list is, hang on, I can actually bring it up and tell you. I don't know everything that's on it off the top of my head. It's all stuff that I've read either recently or stuff that I think they should read. I know Jurassic Park's on it because I put that one. I read Jurassic Park again like last year or something, and it was like, I love Jurassic Park. Okay, let's see. What's on my book list? The first one is The Bell Jar. I really like Sylvia Plath. I'm a big Sylvia Plath fan. Didn't you say one boy said The Handmaid's Tale changed his life? Yes. Oh yeah, The Handmaid's Tale's on there. Yep. Cover just wants to talk. No one takes the bonus. I know, right? I love The Handmaid's Tale. My English teacher recommended it for my grade 12 lit project. It was really worth it. Yeah, I would never get away with actually teaching the Handmaid's Tale. And if I made a kid read it, I could get in trouble or maybe even fired because I can't guarantee you there'd be a parent that would have an issue with it. But I can put it on a bonus list and say, hey, you can read this if you want. Just you know, if your parents will allow you, which most of them aren't going to ask their parent anyway. And I know that. And that's why I put that on there. But it's just to cover my own butt. Carrying a conversation is pretty hard, though. It is. But I don't ask super hard questions, Dayspring. And I let them have a lot of leeway in that. What I'm saying is, like, if they... Like, I've only had one student who's done it. No, I mean, I've had a bunch of students that took the option, but I had one student who came up and I started asking really simple questions like, hey, how did you feel about so-and-so and the war that he was in and stuff like that? Like, how I was asking really super simple plot stuff and just his opinion. And he was like, who is that? And I was like, that's the protagonist of the entire book. How do you not know this person's name? And it was just like super simple stuff that he didn't know. And I was like, you didn't read this book. And I was like, go back, read the book, and then you can come back and try again. And he never came back. So I think he was just trying to get one over on me. Or he probably tried to read like a Spark Notes thing and then come in and have a conversation. And he wasn't expecting like to actually have to have a conversation about it. I weirdly haven't read it, but I'm obsessed with the show. Yeah. I can see why that is. Margaret Atwood's Canadian, though. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's also our political landscape down here. Just so your second thing. Okay. Yeah, well, with Spark Notes, you could answer some questions. Yeah, you could. But a lot of them think they can just go read. But the thing is like with true knowledge of a book, if you just go and read the Spark Notes, like you're probably not going to have the memory for it. You're going to be doing a lot of memorization. Whereas if you read a book from the beginning, it sticks with you, and you don't have to like hardcore memorize it because, you know what I mean. You're actually reading it and you're engaged with it. You activated teacher mode. I did. Yeah. I just went click and there it was. The irony of the Handmaid's Tale is its Canadian fears about America and how they will flee to Canada, and Americans won't teach it. I know. Sure, you may write more, but I'm slow. There is no such thing in Gold Best as too slow. That's an excuse. Don't use that excuse. I don't like that. I just spoke to you the way I would speak to a student. But yeah, that's too slow. It doesn't matter. There's nobody timing you to read a book. Like nobody's sitting there going, "Come on, Golbus, read the book." You just read a book on your own pace. It's fine. It doesn't matter if you're slower or faster. Who cares? Who cares? Yeah, and there's no shame in audiobooks either. Audiobooks are fine. Graphic novels are fine. Find something that is gonna just give up, Kirby. Well, if you give up, it's because you're not enjoying it. You got to find what you enjoy, and sometimes you've got to find what you don't enjoy in order to find what you do enjoy. Plus, sometimes you give up on a book and you come back to it later in life. You know? So anyway, I've got recommend me a book. Okay, how about this, Golbus? I'll go through my book list here, and I guarantee you there's gonna be something in here you might like. All right, so the first one is The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. I really like Sylvia Plath. And I really like The Bell Jar. It's a shorter book. It's like less than 300 pages. If you like Sylvia Plath's poetry, it's different. It's not the same thing. It's mostly like a semi-autobiographical. God. Maybe we can discuss about a book. Yeah, we could do that. That's fine. I do. Hey, yeah, Golubis. I've often said it on here, but I also have some poetry, and I got some published poems and stuff too. Have a good night, Hana River. Good night. Good night. If the book list is on Discord, I can put it on Discord. I'm just going to copy and paste it, though. Book club. Kirby, you need a poetry redeem so I can force you to read Edna St. Vincent Millay on stream. I'll read it right now. I don't care. I got The Bell Jar on here. I've got Slaughterhouse-5. Kurt Vonnegut is always a good pick. I love Kurt Vonnegut. We Have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson. Shirley Jackson's always a favorite of mine, too. We've Always Lived in the Castle is it's just such a good book. The Handmaid's Tale obviously is on here. House of Leaves, which is kind of a joke. I always tell my students it's like the joke book because it's so large that they're not going to finish it. You should also read the book I discussed in the essay section on the Zodiac Brave story. I'm reading James Patterson, Alex Cross books, but mostly I read fantasy. That's cool. Cool, Black Rose. Fantasy's cool. I got House of Leaves on here, and I told the kids, like, if you can make it through House of Leaves, it's gonna change you. And they didn't believe me, and then some of them came up to me and were like, Miss Bridget, like, this book is scary. And I was like, yeah, I know. Really into fantasy and death that has a lot of meaning behind it. Yo, yeah, I can recommend some books like that. I read Reddit comments. A Monster Calls is a good book. Patrick Ness. That one is a fantastic book. It's got a lot of pictures and stuff in it, but the art is very cool. The Hate You Give is a good book. That's like a middle school reading for us. Yeah, that's another one that I would probably get flagged for. Man in the High Castle, Philip K. Dick is always a good one. Lovecraft Country, fantastic. I had watched some of the show and was like, I'm going to read the book. And I read the book and I was like, yes, if you link it, that's fine. I think you might have to send it to me, though. You may have to whisper it to me. If you whisper it, you can click on my name and whisper it. And then, of course, I got Jurassic Park on here. Roadside Picnic. Roadside Picnic is a fantastic book. If anybody's ever played the Stalker games, so interestingly enough, Roadside Picnic inspired a movie called Stalker, and the movie called Stalker inspired the game Stalker. So they're not exactly the same, but the themes and stuff are similar. Would have been funny if you recommend a picture book. There's nothing wrong with picture books. You can get a lot out of a picture book. Like, you could look at The Giving Tree, and you could... Like, The Giving Tree is legitimately something that I could use in a high school class. I guarantee you I could. Like, it's good stuff. Like, you could dig into that and be like, was the tree right to sacrifice everything for this kid? The Sweetest Fig. That doesn't sound familiar to me. Yeah, that doesn't sound familiar. There's a picture book, but really good. Okay, did you send me the poem? Yeah, you did. Okay. Psst. What? Oh, good. It's a pretty short little sonnet here. All right. I'll go up here for this one. Should we go to where should we be? Where should we be for this? Should we be on the moon? Should we be in a fall? Let's go to the fall. Let's go to fall. How does that? So, favorite poem, Y'all, by true feminist icon Edna St. Vincent Millay. Oh, and I'll if anybody wants to read along here, I'll post it. I think I should have a redeem for this. Like, give me a poem and I'll read it. By the way, anybody want to know, Lady Bear, you want to guess who one of my favorite poets is of all time? No, Whitman's, I do like Whitman, sorta. But Bukowski is my guy. I like Plath too, but Bukowski is more my thing. I just really like Charles Bukowski. Yeah. That's my All right. Love is not all. Edna St. Vincent Millay. Love is not all. It is not meat, nor drink, nor slumber, nor a roof against the rain, nor yet a floating spar to men that sink and rise and sink and rise and sink again. Love cannot fill the thickening lung with breath, nor clean the blood, nor set the fractured bone. Yet many a man is making friends with death, even as I speak, for lack of love alone. It well may be that in a difficult hour, pinned down by pain and moaning for release, or nagged by want past resolution's power, I might be driven to sell your love for peace, or trade the memory of this night for food. It well may be. I do not think I would. Ta-da! Yay, I'm back. Oh, okay. Hey, Autumn, welcome back. How are you? I was like, I didn't go anywhere. That's because I started at the bottom of the chat again. Wait, what did you whisper me? Hang on, what did you whisper me? Oh my gosh, I have so many whispers. Is this just like reading poetry now? The Sweetest Fig. The artwork looks familiar, but I don't think I've read it. I may have read it as like a kid. Maybe. Love is the fountain of youth. I love that poem because she's like, yeah, I don't need love to live, but I don't want to live without love. I dig that. I think you know the story of Emotion Robot. Wait, do I? I don't know. Hang on. Then he lives in Paris, France. His fancy apartment is dog Marcel. What? This doesn't sound familiar at all. I'm gonna have to spend more time looking at it. Maybe. I am not sure. I don't think so though. I don't think it's familiar. Maybe I'm wrong. It's one book that stuck with me for some reason. I'll have to look into it though. I'm always interested in looking at new stuff. Always. As for like fantasy stuff, I have a lot of that. Most of what I read nowadays is like philosophy, so this is like philosophy stuff. I just bought this one. I actually just bought this one, and I've read some of it already. The Denial of Death. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong screen. Hold on. Nobody even told me I was in the wrong thing. You read a lot, Kirby. I mean, I read a bit. I have The Denial of Death. Is Ernest Becker. Basically, his theory is that most of human culture is based around the denial of mortality. and he has some pretty interesting hot takes. I mean, this was written in the 70s though, but his ultimate kind of like thesis, I call into question. Becker is not my, and I don't think he even considers himself a philosopher. I think he's more of a social anthropologist. So, but like some of his stuff's a little dated. Let's just say that. So I'm not saying like Becker's the greatest writer ever. So when you look at some of his opinions, you might be like, I'm questioning that. But I think he makes a point about, you know, our view of mortality and stuff. So I like to read that. I'll demo my poems. Yes, do. Absolutely. Please do that. One of these days, maybe I'll read you all one that I wrote. I don't know. I'm not real crazy about my own writing. So you can send it on Discord. That'd probably be the best. That way I won't forget that it's... Sometimes I don't see my whispers on Twitch. I'm trying to find the bar, but I don't think I'm going the right way. I actually think I was supposed to go over here. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to be over here. Golubits, I actually don't read as much as I used to. I read a lot less now than I used to. I think it's because, like, I read so much at school, and then I just get... Well, plus all my time is playing video games and stuff now, too, so... I stopped writing because of creative block, kind of miss it. Yeah, I get it. I totally get the creative block thing. You should share your D&D stuff sometimes. Do you not read for class? I do. I read for class. Most of what I read, Eggroll, I've already read. Like, we're reading Lord of the Flies right now. I've read Lord of the Flies like 6 times. I've read and discussed Lord of the Flies so many freaking times that... And Golding's, you know, ideas and thoughts about humanity and stuff. Alright, we're going inside. This is story stuff. You think you write more often than you read? I think that's good. I mean, I think that's not necessarily a bad thing. Lord of the Flies is what we read in high school. Yeah, that's what we're reading right now in my class. Do you ever try to change up your curriculum? I do, all the time. In fact, for the last 3 years, I have not done the same novels at all. I've done I've read different novels in class each year because I get bored doing the same curriculum over and over and over again. Ultimately, what it comes down to in my class is this going to be entertaining for me? Because if it's not entertaining for me, I can't sell it to the kids. I wish we had more time so I could read more novels with them, but... Read Shogun? What is Shogun? I believe Lord of the Flies was in a show of The Simpsons too. Yes, it was. Yeah, there was an episode of The Simpsons based on Lord of the Flies. I remember it well. It tastes like burning. I remember that. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. How long are we supposed to be made to wait? 'Tis unjust that philosophers alone have private transport. Not a cab. Not of the lowly researcher. You've heard of the intruders at Draculaur? Place is an unwalled fortress. Why would anyone want to or invite such peril? Oh right, we got out of Draculaur. I forgot about that. And we fought, what's his name? We fought Balthier's dad. Travelers, are you? I've been contemplating going on holiday myself, but the unsettling rumors, better to go or not at all. Our Combine has become a glorious new enterprise. If only the goings-on with the Senate would sort themselves out, real progress could be made. My, it's such outlandish clothes. Are you from out of town, perchance? You don't look like gentry. You don't look like gentry. Wait, what was that? Did it play the sound effect? It didn't sound like it played. What is going on with this sound effect? It's like sometimes it'll play and sometimes it won't. And I don't know why. Maybe it's just delayed? There it goes. I think it's delayed. So if that's true, it should play it again. Yeah, it's majorly delayed, but it does play eventually. I kind of noticed that in yours too, Crip. Like when I would play Kiss from a Rose, it would take it a little bit to play. So I think maybe it's Blurp. I don't know. Did you like Harry Potter over Motion Robot? Yeah, it was pretty good. It's hard to like separate the art from the artist now, though, for me. Normally I can do it, but I don't know. It's difficult now. I also kind of got burned out on it because just the cultural, like, oh, what house are you in? And stuff like that kind of got annoying. And then, like, I did a whole unit on it that kind of it took off at my school. Like, I did a Harry Potter unit for my 6th grade class. I taught 6th grade. And I got Teacher of the Year because of it. Because it was so in-depth and crazy and fun, and the kids got involved, and the whole school got involved with the house point system. I designed an entire house point system for the entire school. And did all this other stuff, and it kind of just got carried away. Anyway, it was exhausting, and I don't know, that burned me out, I guess. Didn't for me either. Yeah, it's majorly, okay. I'm gonna play the football one again so that you don't feel like you lost your money here, your bits. Also, I'll play that one too. Maybe Blurp isn't good. Kirby once got a girl by writing HP fanfiction, Harry Potter fanfiction. Oh, yeah. It's not my story to tell. Slash fiction? Oh. Yeah. Did I ever create a Harry Potter band? I did not. Okay, Crip, you may have to help me with some of this story because I'm going to be honest with you. I know it's my story to tell, but I don't remember a lot of it. And I am not joking. I don't remember a lot of that. I remember some of the grand gestures that I did, but I don't remember a lot of it. Anyway, okay, so Cryptastic and I used to work in the same place on campus. We used to work in the University Writing Center. And there was a girl that worked there, and I don't know. I was like, hey, she's cute. She's a cutie. And so I was like, I should woo her. I should get her. So she was, I should get her attention. And so she was into Harry Potter. I don't remember a lot of the little stuff I did. I do remember, though, that for her birthday one year, I learned to write calligraphy and made a letter and used like sealing wax for it and went like real crazy with it and did a bunch of stuff. And we snuck with Crip's. I think Crip was helping me do this, but I don't remember. I know there was another girl that helped me do it, and we snuck the letter to her room, and there was a whole like conspiratorial like sneaking stuff around campus thing. Very into Harry Potter. Yeah, she was like super into Harry Potter. Oh, sweet. You created your own seals? Oh yeah, that was. I did create the seals. Did you just get into Harry Potter to get a girl? a little bit. I did read every single book in like 3 or 4 days. I literally sat for a week and like read every single Harry Potter book from start to finish. I could. Julia helped you deliver it. That was it. Yeah. Julia helped me get the letter there. Yeah, that's how you delivered the letter and the wand. Oh, that's right. There was a wand. Yeah, I got her a wand too. Oh, do you remember, Crip, when we all got wands and we... Do you remember when we all got those wands and we had a race to see who could do Avada Kedavra first? Like, we all got wands and we unwrapped them all at the same... I still have mine. I did too. I still got mine too. And yeah, and you won. That's dedication. We unwrapped them all. That was when we worked at that little stone building on campus, and we were outside, and we unwrapped everything as quickly as we could to see who could cast Avada Kedavra first. Let's get a guy got me for Valentine's Day a box of cookies I hated, but he liked, and then he dumped me, so I crushed him into a million pieces. My bear. Oh my god, that's not a funny story, but the idea of you crushing a thing of cookies with your bare hands is making me laugh. I know it's not funny that happened to you, though. That sucks. Those times were the best. What's that one teacher's name? Slughorn? Slugworth? Yeah, Slughorn. Oh, do you remember that picture of Slughorn I drew? I think I still have it. Crip, I think I still have it. I think we need to take a trip down memory lane. Hold on. I also rubbed his baseball hat collection in dog crap. It was funny. I loved it. That's one way to get him. Stu Macarons Works Cookies. Fan fiction Curry wrote was Harry Slughorn. It was written 100% to be hilarious. Yes, it was. It was not written to be some kind of... Also, I was much younger and probably did a lot of stuff that was questionable. All right, I feel like we need to take a trip down memory lane here. If you're all willing to go with me. And basically, we need to go to Google Drive because I keep everything. And then we're going to look at stuff I draw. And we're going to just do a check real quick to make sure there's nothing inappropriate. Okay. Is this Slughorn picture in there? I do have pictures that I drew for this girl, and I have them in here, but I do not see that Slughorn picture, and that is upsetting to me. That Slughorn picture was something. As I learned that you can cast Alohomora on someone's heart. I never had someone to do something like that for me. Oh, Black Rose, you will. Or your husband will, right? Are you married, right? Makes sense for Slughorn's character, actually. I never knew Robot had a close connection to Harry Potter. Remember all's at the ready. Okay, so let me pull this up real quick. And then you can see, hopefully nothing too crazy pops up here. All right, these are arts that I've drawn over time that I have in some, I don't know. I did a lot of stuff with it, and I've pretty much kept everything. I don't usually get rid of stuff if I draw pictures. Oh, Lady Bear, that was my way of like slipping in there. No, I don't, that sounds creepy. No, I meant like that's my, you did not draw that cat. I did not draw the cat. No, the cat was an actual birthday card that I found that I scanned and then made a poster out of. You do have, and you have a boyfriend. That's what it is. That's what it is. Black Rose. You all deserve somebody to do sweet things for you. Everybody does. Okay, I think this is one that I drew for her, which was, yeah, this is one that I drew for her. Was the I Am Wizard one. I drew that one. It's like a foreign concept to me. I made this one for her too, I'm pretty sure. This is what desperation looks like, people. Wait, which cat do you mean? This cat or this cat down here that I didn't draw, Crip? I did draw this cat, but I based it on another thing that I saw. I've done this multiple times. Goal, what if I told you, Goal, that not every picture in here was for that one girl? What if I told you there's several pictures in here for different girls? Does that make it creepy? Does that make it worse somehow? She married you. Oh, yeah, about that. The story's gonna go in a direction that's not so sweet, y'all. So don't try to. Yeah. This is just basic sweetness. Everyone deserves that. Yeah, it is. This is like basic stuff. What? The B-Day card. The cat was a version for every single holiday. I used to collect them. Yes. Makes you human. Yeah. No, you're not bringing back bad memories. No. It's fine. I don't regret things. I move on from them. I learn my lesson. He has a track record. Yes, that's probably a better way to put it, Dayspring. A track record. You think, I think you did make it worse when you said different girl. Yeah, well, okay, so this one, right, was for another girl that I was real into, that she's real quirky and, you know, she liked my little pictures. Get gushy, yeah. And then let's see. I think I drew. What was the other one I drew for Harry Potter girl? This one, I think. Like I just drew little doodles, for her and stuff. You know, like cheer people up. You just do little doodles. You just do some doodles. Look, the robot thing's been around for a really long time. See? The robot thing has been around for a super long time. Since I was in college, for sure. I think I drew this one because it was my birthday or something. Consecutive or concurrent? No, they were like different times. Doing sweet things is cute. Make partner smile, feel happy. Yeah, it is nice to put effort into it. I think I drew this one for Harry Potter girl because her favorite, I'm calling her Harry Potter girl instead of her name. Just if I do know her name, I'm just calling her that. But her favorite animal was turtles, so I do little, you know what I mean? Little pictures. And then yeah, this was the card that we made. It was real good. And then stuff like this, it's pretty sappy stuff. You know what I mean? But I spent a lot of time on this, so I'm gonna keep it. Just randomly give her name instead of Harry Potter girl. Still have her on Facebook and stuff. I've been seeing her clips of all this. Oh, thank you, Crip. That's great. Please. Looks so good. Yes, I did this. And you're not even gonna believe what I did this in. I did it in Paint. I did all of this in Paint. This was done in Paint. Like all of it in Paint. And a lot of it was just playing around with, oh no, that's not true. It might not have been Paint. I think it was paint.net. Yeah, I think it was paint.net. No, it was not Paint. Okay, that's not true. It was paint.net. High-res version available. Okay, what's funny is that the size you're seeing right here is the high-res version. Like, that's as big as I used to make the canvases. That's all I did. I just made little tiny canvases and I would draw on them. I would just doodle stuff. Like, I don't know. I would just sit here and doodle things and listen to music. How I managed the blending. Yeah, it was paint.net because you can't blend in Paint. And you can tell there's blending there. So I'm pretty sure it was paint.net. Some of these I'm pretty sure were in Paint. Like there's a few of them that I'm pretty sure were in Paint. This is a different one, I think, from the other one. I like the blending of the. I was just playing around with colors and stuff. You're a good guy, Robot. I don't know, Black Rose. Wait till you hear the end of the story first. SFX. Bought me so much cranberry juice. Yeah, I am too. I'm sorry, sucked. Well, thank you, Thrilla. I enjoy my little hot dogs and stuff. I just enjoy making little silly things like this. And then little things like this. And seriously, this is about as big as the pictures get. Like, they really don't get any bigger than this because, where's my drawing? Wait, which drawing? Did I do one for you? This was a third girl. Oh, right. You're in real life drawing. Okay, you and Crystal have... Oh, God, no. You and Crystal, it's coming. I promise you it's coming. I promise you it is. So you're hearing good robot stories now and later on bad stories? Yes. Well, you're sharing the ending of those stories. Hey, funny story. The girl I drew this for ended up being the one... Well, it's not her fault. It's not her fault. I'm making it sound like it's her fault. It's not. There was a guy who liked her who ended up doxing me. Completely separate from Twitch. This is like years ago. So all the reasons I'm afraid of doxing is because of that guy. And it was because of... Basically because she liked me more than him and he didn't like that. And so, yeah. I got doxed pretty hard. And then there's other pictures. Like there's... You know what I mean? Like this. This is... I don't care if your story ends. You are still a good guy. I'm here all the time. Oh. Black Rose, thanks. That's nice. Thank you. Mercedes drawing. Where's Cortez's drawings? Oh no. Everybody's asking about the drawings. Wait, how did you and Cortez meet? We were in college together. Honestly enough. If Crit wants to tell the story, that would be great. She could probably tell the story better than I could. But we met, without spoilering too much, we met because of a folder, right, Crip? Because of my job that I got and because of a folder, I'm pretty sure. What else we got? Ooh, that one aged poorly. Whoa. Well, we are BFF. If I forget. Let's see. I think that's it. I think that's all the... There's a drawing of a flower. Just like baby's first, photo. And then I think that's all. I think that's all there is. That's all I've kept. I don't know. There may be more stuff somewhere, but... Oh, there's the owl, too. This is the one I drew for Harry Potter Girl. I drew that one for her also. This is the Great American Spirit. Kirby started working at the University Running Center a semester after I did. Saw his binder, and it had a lambda on it. And I still have that notebook, by the way, Crip. I still have that lambda notebook, and I found it. That's about it. He said, the one free man, which is exactly the answer I was hoping for. Yes! So we bonded over Half-Life and became friends from there. I drew that one for a girl too, yeah. Well, do you remember earlier I was telling the story about how I was playing TF2 constantly and stuff? And like, these two stories, honestly, they go together. I don't know what test.png is. I'm really scared to click on it because there's no picture. Oh, it's too big. What she said. But anyway, you remember that story I told about TF2 and how I stopped playing TF2 because I used to have to play so many hours of scrims and stuff? Well, at the time, I can't believe I'm going to tell this story. This is not good. Well, I guess I shouldn't be ashamed of it. I mean, I guess I need to own up to it. I need to own it. I need to own it and stop. I did a bad, and I need to admit that I did a bad. If I can't do that, then I haven't grown very much. So anyway, I moved to Florida to be here with her, right? And she was working her new job a lot. And we started getting a little distant, right? And my job prospects, because I gave up being a teacher in Alabama, my job prospects were kind of crappy here. So I didn't have a job, and I was working landscaping, and I felt kind of crappy, and I felt kind of worthless, and it was just kind of like, it's not a great mix, right? We both kind of started growing a little distant, which you do in relationships and stuff. And so I started playing TF2 competitively, right? Because I had to do something with my time because she was never there. Are we done hitting Blizzard yet? No. And so I was playing TF2 with some people on my team, and there was a girl on my team, and we got chatty, and we never like met in person or anything like that, but we did texts and stuff. This is an embarrassing story. And some conversations were discovered, and long story short, that relationship ended. And that's the end of that story. With the power of TF2, yep. We're about like an online game. Back in the day, you neglected to tell me about this new person when you told me what happened. I did leave it out, Crip, because it was, I think I was a little ashamed of what I did. And I'm not proud of it. It's not anything to be proud of. It's just, but I did make a choice, and it happened. That's just what happened. Yes, that's another reason not to play TF2. No, it has nothing to do with that. That has nothing to do with my reason to not do that. Is what the story's telling me. Yeah, and we also kind of started drifting away too. Seriously speaking, I'm sorry. No, it's not. It's not. Nobody did anything wrong except for me. Like, nobody did anything wrong in that situation except for me. I'm the only person. I made some poor choices. And that's just the choices I made. They're not great because I'm not very smart sometimes. So online game dating was fun. Well, I guess that's another reason not to play TF2. Well, it wasn't dating, Nilla. It wasn't a date aspect to it. It's not like we ever met in person or anything like that. It's not even like we, I don't know. Anyway, you're right though. Owning up to it is being honest. How you learn and grow. It's the only way to do it. Is like you made a mistake, and that's. But hold that kind of stuff from me now, and I'll be sad. Okay, I won't do that now. I'm pretty honest now. I mean, like you said, I keep my cards kind of close to my chest, but I'm working on being. It's more like a personal problem that I have, like that I have to work on with, like opening up to people more. Like it's something that I need to work on. Much better than the guys who tell everyone she was just crazy. Yeah, I don't do that because it was my fault. Like the whole thing was my fault. It didn't matter that we started growing apart from each other. I made a choice that wasn't, let's reconnect that, because I probably didn't want to be in the relationship, but I didn't want to admit that to myself. You know what I mean? And so, yeah. What if you didn't do anything wrong too? Is it just the wrong timing? I think Star, I think it would have ended eventually anyway. I think neither of us really wanted to confront the idea that it wasn't working, and that we were both kind of, yeah, we can talk, Goal. We can talk on Discord. Absolutely. We can do that. I used to have like whatever they call boyfriend, girlfriend, and it's guy online. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. One of my very first relationships like that was online stuff. And I actually did meet that girl. I went all the way to New Jersey for her. You are so much better opening up now than you were. Yeah, thank you. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. That's good. I'm still not great at it. Like, I know that for a fact. I keep a lot of secrets. and I'm very careful with what I say, and I'm a little sneaky with it too. Like you said, like I told you a different version of that story than what really happened because I was trying to make myself look innocent, and that's not the case. I'm much better now about admitting fault too. Like I can admit when I'm messed up. I can admit when I'm wrong much easier now, and it wasn't always like that. I've been embarrassed to open up. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's tough because the thing is like we have this idea in our heads of like who we want to be, like this idealized person. And then it's like, you know, like you don't want to admit fault. But like I'm much better now because I tell embarrassing stories about myself all the time in class. Things that I've done wrong, things that I've done that were stupid, things that I've said that were stupid. Like I've said that stuff here on stream. Like, you know, there was a time in my life around the time I drew, I don't know, let's see, around the time I drew this, right? Around the time I drew this, you know, and I do want to be very clear before I say this. The robot that is here right now is a very different robot than even the person that drew, like this is 2008 when I drew this. The robot that drew this in 2008 was a very different person. The robot who drew this in 2008 still casually used homophobic comments in conversations and had no qualms about it. No idea that he was doing anything wrong or whatever. But it's the concept of like learning from your mistakes and opening yourself up to different ideas and just being a better person and not causing people suffering is a big thing. So, you know, there's a lot of stuff I've done that I'm embarrassed about. It's upsetting. And now I can talk about it. But in the time, I was real defensive, like we could not have reconnected if you wouldn't have grown a lot and actually tell me stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. I mean, Crip, even in college, when we were in college, like you know the comments and stuff I used to make. Like, you know, that version of me did a lot of growing. It's the weirdest Final Fantasy 12 storyline I've ever heard. She went to meet her, clap, clap, clap. Yeah, that was like when I was like 17 or 18. I've had 3 serious relationships so far, and I met 2 of them online. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, first of all, nothing wrong with meeting people online. That's, you know what I mean? I know you're not saying that. I'm just saying, like, for anybody out there who may think that, no, it's a legitimate way to meet people. Nothing to even be the least, you know, embarrassed about. Oh, tells a tale of Kate in her 20s and her stupid decisions that repeatedly made. Lessons learned. Yeah. We can't legitimately become the people we want to be if we do not hold ourselves accountable and be genuine to the ones around us. Why would we put in the real effort to change when we can just lie to everyone and pretend? Right. Which, I mean, I'll be honest, I still have issues with. I mean, I can admit that I still have issues with that. Like, there's a lot of times where I just deflect a lot of stuff because, you know, I don't want to admit I'm wrong, or I don't want to admit that I'm flawed or whatever. Or not that I don't want to admit it, but just I don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? But it is opening up and talking about this stuff is difficult. It's very difficult. But it's part of growing as a human being, I think. And the me that is here now has grown so much, like so different than even 2008 me, and even like 2 or 3 years ago. I'm way different than I was then, you know? And it's mostly because of the people I've met. It has been this thing where I have grown because of the people I have met and have known and the experiences I've had and stuff like that. I really owe a lot of my growth as a person to those people, not necessarily to myself doing anything, but knowing those people. Yes, my first real boss, is gay. I'm gonna say is because he's not dead. But like he is gay, and then like that was the first time I'd ever met someone who's gay, and it was like, you got to remember, I'm from some tiny little insular town in the South that was like so tucked away in the mountains that, like, you know what I mean? Might as well just been in the middle. It might have been a horror movie set for all anybody knows. And so, you know, that was eye-opening. That was a transitional moment for me. Yeah, it takes a real stubborn person, Star, to be the same person after years and years and years, but people do it. University experience did help with exposure that I definitely didn't get while I was in small town high school. Yep, exactly. Same for me. Everyone has issues of being genuine. We all need to constantly work at it. From the glimmers of everyone's genuine nature, I can say I'm happy to have met you all. Wouldn't be in this community if I wasn't. Oh, it's a sweet bunch of people. Wow, this was... Well, you got a rare moment there, Goal, of me kind of opening up to stuff that I don't normally talk about that stuff. I normally keep that to myself and ruminate on it and kind of meditate on it. I use my experiences as meditation sometimes. I go back and I think about those situations, not in a form of regret or not to relive them or anything like that, or to wish I'd done something different, because I try not to regret the things I've done. I mean, it's hard not to do that sometimes. It's hard not to be like, oh, I hate that I did this. But to kind of ruminate on it and think, and I don't know. Thank you for sharing. Well, thank you for listening. I appreciate it. Good. Had a similar experience, but kind of different. Super white suburban upbringing versus living in a big multicultural city. Yeah. So what is the point of coming to this part of the map? I don't understand. Is it this door? Yes. Okay. In my high school, nobody batted an eye. One of my friends said that he thought we should offer all gay people a free cruise, collect all the cruise ships in a single spot in the ocean, and nuke them all. No one cared. So yeah, rural, conservative, Southeast U.S. sucks. It does. The ideas that have baked themselves into the societies down here are awful. They're awful. It's bad. Real bad. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do here. Better start by exploring Feywood beyond Goldmore Junction. Oh. Herp derp. Here's myself, stuff like that. Played a big role. Yeah. Oh man, even in Canada? I don't know why I think of Canada as some kind of like untouchable, like, but it's Canada. How do I leave? Oh, I guess I have to take this back. Okay. That's bad. Sweet Dave. Nice. Well, that part is nice, but not the context for the whole. He's a cat's boyfriend because we were 14, but he's a beefy jock who is a human shield for a guy, for a gay ballet dancer. That's really good. See, I'm glad people like that exist, you know? I just feel like, you know, there's not enough of those people sometimes. Which is unfortunate. Too many people suffer from like bystander syndrome and stuff. I think. Anyway, so there you go. There's that. I can actually go to Old Arcades now. Oh no, I've always been able to go this way. Sochin K. Where am I supposed to go? Well, I have to get going, robot. Okay. I'm probably actually gonna call it too, because number one, I have to go to the bathroom really bad again, and number two, it's almost 12 o'clock. So, and I could go longer tonight, but I don't know. Like, I feel like people are going to have to go to work and stuff. So my parents was my life that taught me anyone of a different background should be treated with respect, and they both grew up in small Southern communities. And it does happen, Red Dead. It doesn't mean every Southern community. Like, I did not grow up with a family like that, but somehow I'm figured it out. I don't know what happened. I didn't really have anything affect, that was like, I'm not real sure. I'm not real sure how I became the kind of black sheep of my family like that, but I did somehow. I'm glad I did. I'm glad that I didn't stick to, you know what I mean? The way I was before. But yeah, all right. So we're gonna let me get hold on 1 second. I gotta go save my game. So we're gonna call it tonight. I think we're gonna call it there. That's probably a good place to call it. And then we will be back tomorrow night with actual Final Fantasy Friday, where we will actually go to Golmore Jungle. And thanks for the lovely chat, everyone. You're all wonderful. Yeah, you're all a bunch of great people. My parents are the same way. Parents are the same way, and I'm grateful for that. They were not the ones that was worried about coming out too. See, I'm really glad that you all had parents like that in the South, because I did not have that. I did not have that. So, there's probably a lot of messed up stuff going on in my brain still that's leftovers from that. Well, take care, Goal. I know you got to leave, but we're about to head out too, and we're going to find somebody we can raid. And I'm not trying to... I know that some people have said some stuff, and I'll try to go back and read it before we leave. Katie Sweet, she said she'd beat up anyone who gave me trouble if we ever met. I would do the same thing. I would absolutely commit violence on your behalf. Like, I feel like I'm already sort of, like, built for violence. But I don't... I've mentioned this before. When Kate was, like, saying something about sweet nerdy boys, like soft, sweet nerdy boys. And I was like, that's what I want to be. I want to be that. I don't want to be violent. But I would totally be violent for somebody in defense of someone else. He said, I'm just saying how lucky I am. Oh, no. I agree. I know you're not Red Dead. I understand. Nope, there was no... I didn't take that out of context or anything. I am. I'm trained to... Look, one of the questions that I was asked when I was like 19 years old was, could you kill a man with your bare hands if you needed to? And I was like, yes, I will absolutely do that. Because I was in the military and they were like, how dedicated are you to murder? And I'm just like, yes, let's do it. So, yes, I want to be a sweet softie. But in the back of my mind is like, I'm built for violence. Like, I'm built for it. Oh, I could do it. It wouldn't be hard. You're not just a robot. You are a bear. I'm the like Danger Will Robinson robot. I could do it. Yeah, I could. I'm not trying to. Oh my gosh. All right. Anyway, let's find somebody to raid before I talk myself into another weird thing here. So for those of you who may be new and you're hanging out and you've been lurking and stuff, here's the Discord again. We are going to do another Discord movie night on Saturday. I don't know what we're going to watch yet. It's going to be some sort of might be Gremlins. We might do Gremlins on Saturday. I'm not 100% sure, but probably something along those lines. I'll post it tonight or tomorrow night in the Discord. Let's see who we've got to raid. Who do we want to pop into here? I want to do you guys want to go see Baku? Baku was playing a real neat game last night. Oh, Eggroll! No, you know what? Eggroll's on. Let's raid Eggroll. I did not know that Eggroll's streaming. Let's raid Eggroll. Baku doesn't stream, right, exactly. Egg buddy. You said he was? I wasn't paying attention. I missed it somewhere in chat. I don't know. That girl playing his Pokemon. Yeah, we'll go watch that girl play some Pokemon. I appreciate you all coming by, and thanks for coming by and looking at watching Final Fantasy. And I just realized that my thing is yeah, there it goes. Should be that. Thanks for coming out and watching me play Final Fantasy. I know it wasn't super. We didn't spend a lot of time playing it. But next time, tomorrow night is the legitimate Final Fantasy Friday, and we're going to be playing some more Final Fantasy 12 and doing storyline stuff. So join me for. I missed a lot of chat. Yeah, I think I did tonight. Chat was moving real quick tonight. I was having some trouble. Tough. But thank you all for coming by. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Please jump in the Discord if you have not done so. The Discord is so important. It's how I keep up with everybody. I'm trying to do better about not pinging everyone all the time. I'm sorry. Shoe Love, you made it for the end. Yeah, hey, I'm sorry you came in late. I'm sorry you came in right at the end. We're about to raid over Motion Robot. Shoe Love, it's good to see you, though. Hope everything went well today. I'm a little nervous about that. But have a great night, everybody, and I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow for Final Fantasy Friday.